Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on? I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's. I hope everything was good and well, because let me tell you, I was doing way too much. Now, let's get into the situation with Robyn. Allegedly, Robyn is staying. Allegedly, Robyn is going. Robyn is somewhere. But we most likely is going to see Robyn again, because it makes no sense to have Robyn gone and Monique is going too as well. That's just like two main characters of the cast that'll be gone and disappeared. What's going on, Felicia Butler? Good to see you, Mississippi in the house. So you already know with the situation that Robyn, most likely she's going to stay on the show. That's just going to be the situation because Monique left. So therefore, if they wanted to get rid of Robyn, now having Monique exit, they're probably just going to keep her, you know, to play it safe, because now the dynamics of the show is really messed up and really different now, because you got your main cast, which was Monique Samuels, that everybody was talking about all season long. She was on everybody's tip of the tongue, baby. Now that she done walked away, she said, bye, see you later. I don't need your little check no more, baby. So she left and she's out the picture. So therefore, it may have saved Robyn, and it is what it is. But yes, the rumors came from behind the velvet rope with David and all that other good stuff. He made a comment basically saying that he thinks that Robyn is going to be gone, because all the information that he got, he said he was 99% sure that she wasn't coming back. But then there was a monkey wrench thrown into the plan when Monique Samuels walked away from the situation. So therefore, you know, Robyn gets to stay. Robyn's going to stay. We don't really have the actual information was Robyn ever going to get fired or not. But anyways, it should be a wake-up call to Robyn Dixon, where people want to get to know you, see you, and have your own mind, your own opinion, your own thoughts, and therefore, like, really tell us how you feel, really tell us what's going on. You know, the situation with you and Juan, your kids, you know, living in the townhouses, living in the projects, living in the hood, you know, all that other good stuff in your small acquaintance apartment, townhouses, your starter up townhouses that you got going on. Like, really get into the situation of how you feel being with these ladies. Some of them got real money and a lot of money, and you're not there anymore. Talk about that situation. Talk about how you feel like, you know what, when it comes to Gizelle, like, she's my girl, but I do have my own thoughts and my own opinion. And we kind of seen that a little bit last season when you called Gizelle out on the Jamal situation, whether, you know, why Jamal ain't coming around, and people were very happy to see you, like, have your own mind. So Robyn, get it together. Get it together, baby girl. You got a second chance. You got another shot. You and Juan need to come through. Juan needs to be romancing you. Juan needs to speak up. Juan needs to talk. Juan needs to be more involved in the situation too as well. Get your kids into the situation. Like, you have to be more active. Find something to do that is interesting to, you know, the people that watch the show, that also gives an idea who you are, you know. So we'll see what happens. But the word on the street is Robyn will be returning to Real Housewives of Potomac. That's just going to be the situation. Hey, Felicia, what's going on? So, you know, it's going to be one of them type of situations. So we'll see if she's there, if she's not there. But she better be grateful she got her peach, because I was feeling sorry for her, because you already know she don't got that type of money, because she wouldn't be living in them starter up townhouses, you know, cramped in with the next person, with this person, with that person, like too small, no privacy. She's filming a reality TV show. Everybody in her neighborhood can see her when she come, when she go. You know, that shit ain't comfortable. So Robyn, you got a second shot. And people been coming at Robyn. They've been going at her, talking about her. I mean, like, I don't feel like that towards Robyn, like the way that they just be getting at her. But I do know, I do know she has 2 boys, and they're growing boys, and she got to pay it to take care of them, a place for them to stay, and everything else. And Juan is not making all that money being a coach, you know what I mean? He's making some money, but he ain't making that money like that. Because if he was, he wouldn't be in that townhouse. That's how, right there. What's going on, April? What's going on, Black Lavender? What's going on, Adrian? Yeah, Adrian Sims. I be seeing you dissing Robyn. You be out there dissing Robyn. I be seeing you on Instagram, girl. You are a mess, but I love you. You be reading Robyn her rights. I see you reading them their rights. What's up, Mary Jane Giveaway? Please check out Mary Jane Giveaway. Show him some love. Check out his channel, Black Lavender. Robyn better make the most out of a good situation. She better do everything that she needs to do. Hey, Robinson, what's going on? What's going on, Gloria? Yes, you're right, Gloria. I feel you. I feel the same way that you feel. Hey, Tia, baby. What's going on? Happy New Year to you guys. What are you guys planning for the new year? Any new changes? Or are you going to stay the same and you're just going to make better decisions? But one decision that you guys could possibly make is getting into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going up, baby. Get your money into Bitcoin. It's safe. You know, you can go on Coinbase and, you know, set up an account and start getting yourself some Bitcoin and making that money, because people getting rich and rich and rich and rich and rich overnight. So get into that cryptocurrency, baby, and make some money on the side. I am not convinced Robyn has much else to offer. I'm trying, Ben. I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to make a better situation out of a situation, because I do know she has them boys. And you know what? It's a pandemic. I don't wish nobody to lose their job or anything like that, especially with a pandemic. And, you know, just when the pandemic started, all the money that people spent for safety, for protection, and then basically turning around your life. And, you know, it's hard out here in these streets. So therefore, like, she got a second shot. Her husband needs to come through. She needs to come through. She needs to separate herself from Gizelle, but still be her friend, but actually give us Robyn. Robyn, what you like to do? What's your favorite color? How do you get down? How do you really feel about Ashley? You know, what do you really feel about Michael? Like, come on, talk. Say this, say that. Like, get people going. Get people on your side. Stand for something good. Stand for something positive, baby. You do something, because, girl, that you getting a really good paycheck. You know what I mean? And losing that shit ain't what it is in a pandemic. So I just hope this was a wake-up call for Robyn, to see how many people not dislike her, but to see how many people were like, you know what, she ain't bringing it. Even people that like her is like, she ain't bringing it. She ain't been bringing it. She ain't ever brought it. Kenya Moore is aggy. Kenya Moore is acting up, baby. So let's get to the situation. So we're going to see what's going to happen with Robyn. But most likely we're going to see Robyn there. Robyn's going to be there. It's going to be what it's going to be. So let's just get into it. I don't know what's going on with Kenya Moore. But Kenya Moore, I really thought that this season for Kenya Moore, that she didn't have like her arch enemy. She didn't have Nene Leakes. So therefore I thought that she was going to be a little bit cool. Kenya was going to be enjoying everything. She is enjoying, you know, everything that's going on. But also it's just like, damn, the way that she's coming at Drew is like shit. But at the same damn time, you know, some of the newcomers get hate. Kenya Moore's not trying to let Drew Sidora get an easy in, an easy peach. You know, like they did for Wendy over there at Potomac. They let Wendy come in and get an easy peach. And she gonna continue to stay on and speak all that rhetoric that she speaks. So, you know what I mean? Nobody challenged. No, the OGs didn't really challenge Wendy. But, you know, Karen challenged Wendy. But she got an easy peach and had an easy season. You know what I mean? And Kenya Moore is not trying to have that situation go down. Kenya Moore is giving people a hard time. Yes, Kenya Moore is making Drew and Porsha her victims. Let me tell you, she ain't playing around. Like, she's getting at him like, Lord have mercy. I'm like, what's going on, Ann? So nobody's dissing Robyn. We just telling the true facts that is out here in these streets, baby. But I don't know who you're talking, so we're going to have to remove you and get you up out of here, baby. And we're going to have to do that quick, fast, in a hurry. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get into the situation and I don't live in no cramped townhouses either, baby. And I ain't on TV either. So let's get to the situation when it comes to, you know, Kenya Moore. But let's talk about Porsha. Porsha and Shamia doing the damn thing. Shamia's asking her, what did you eat in prison? What did you eat in jail? What kind of meat? She was like, it is mystery meat. I don't know what's going on with that situation. I was like, So Porsha's talking about the situation. A lot of people are questioning whether Porsha is sincere, whether Porsha is this. To me, I feel like Porsha's sincere about what she's doing, but also the network is using her storyline and using the Black Lives Matter, incident to basically promote, Bravo even more, like they really care, like they understand them. Because if that was the case, the black women on the show would be getting treated a lot better than the way they have been treated on the show. Because we can go back years and years of how people, it is boring, Felicia. It took me like 2 hours to watch this shit. Wendy is cheap ass token educated black woman, and I don't appreciate it. Oh damn. Happy days. Tell us how you feel. Tell us how you really feel. Like shit. You done hit me. You done hit me to the back. You done hit me to the side. You done hit me all over the place. Yeah, this season is boring. I don't know, y'all. Is it gonna be better? We on episode 4. What is gonna happen? Like, I don't know. Like, the new character, like, it's to come out to be the mean girl like you see, LaToya. It's not cool. Like, it's like, damn, can we get to know you? Are you talking in a real accent? Do you really have an accent? Like, what's going on? Like, we know you not hating and just being just really vulgar. We see ghetto-ness. We see ratchetness all the time. That's not what we want to see you on the show for. We want to see something else. We don't want to hear about Kenya Moore and maybe LaToya getting it in or liking each other. Like, that's not really a storyline. Girls play around like that all the time. But to insinuate sex and liking each other, okay. But if the shoe was on the other feet and there were men that were married and flirting with other men, everybody would be wilding out. Look how we wild out on Michael, from Potomac, So it's just like they got husbands and they want to work it out, but yet they're flirting around and insinuating that they might be attracted to each other. They might like each other. Is that cool? Is that okay? Because if it was men doing it, we'd be like, oh my God, you better leave him alone, girl. You're going to get sick. This is going to happen to you. That man is into men and all this other stuff. But yet we have 2 married women flirting around like maybe they might have a relationship or they might like each other, or saying like gestures, oh, you can run around the house naked. Like, I don't say shit like that to my friends. I don't want you to run around my house naked. Cynthia needs to go. Lord have mercy. Cynthia needs to go. Boring. Bring back Nene. Felicia Bravo needs to bring back Phaedra. Facts. Felicia Butler. Toya is doing too much for the show. Yes, she is. She's trying to keep that peach. She's trying to get that peach. And Kenya Moore is trying to help her get that peach. They can't take Phaedra Reed's. You know if Phaedra was on the show, it would have been all happy days. My friends are like blood sisters. Yeah, we blood sisters. Hey, Grace Turner, what's going on? Mary J, they are faking the girl on girl mess. I know, but it just sucks that they gotta stoop to that level to fake that. And then also what they stand for, they're supposed to have husbands and be married. We know if there was dudes faking it, we'll be wilding out. So what we'll be like, oh, come out the closet, get out the closet. You on a DL. And these women are getting away with playing like this, which is not cool. Like, everybody don't want to see that. We want to see that. We go to Instagram, we go to TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, we want substance from the show, as Shawnee O'Neal says. Some substance, baby. And where is the substance? I don't hear it, I don't feel it, and I don't see it. You guys are too funny. This might be Cynthia last season. That's why she want to do that huge wedding. You might not get a wedding special. I miss Greg too. I miss Greg too. And then we have what? Sidora's husband. Like, he got mommy issues. He got problems. But I do understand where he's coming from. He had a really tough childhood, and he has mommy issues because his mama used him and wasn't affectionate. She was mean, and then when he talk about he left his mama and she got evicted and all that other stuff, like, he got a whole lot of issues. So Sidora, you got your hands wrapped full. When they say baggage, baby, you got some baggage, but at least they got money to go get counseling. So it is what it is with that situation. So we get to Kandi, Burruss. We got, Riley. I love me some Riley. She is leaving. She's going to college. She's going to NYU. She's about to be an attorney. Don Juan, he done jumped in, was like, Kandi, you better make sure she does her homework and be on her. And Riley was like, she can't be on me. She don't know shit about academics. She got street smarts. That's all she got. I was like, Lord have mercy. Riley is doing too much. She said she got street smarts, but why is Kandi still on the show? Grace Turner, there you go, baby. I don't know. but she is kind of like calling, Kenya Moore. Oh, basically, she told Kenya Moore, why would you want to come to Porsha's party when you're disrespecting her and you don't think that what she's doing is genuine or real? So why would you want to be there? That's some fake shit. Riley has a horrible nose job. Y'all, I didn't even try to get into the nose job. I just let the nose job be. What's going on, Norris Tony? Please go check out Norris Tony YouTube channel. Show him some love, baby. Grace Turner. Grace is a mess. Y'all, and Tia, you're going in. Felicia's going. Y'all going in. She said, Kandi is dry and boring. Tammy, come on, Tammy, y'all, Kenya is miserable. Grace, Grace is gonna get in. Grace is gonna tell how she feels. Robinson, nobody knows. Oh, you're so wrong, Robinson. Nobody knows. I don't know if she got one. Y'all are killing me. Happy New Year to y'all. Riley's too young to be carried all that weight. I ain't gonna even talk about that. Newman, Mary Jane, what do you think about Fallon? I think she's okay. She's the regular, young lady that ends up with an older man that got money, and that's it. But she seems like she's cool because not last episode, because they didn't have one last week, but when they was having like the pool party situation, I liked her hospitality. I liked the way that they played around in the pool or the jacuzzi. You know what I mean? She got an old man, you know what I mean? So, she got some old babies too, so it's going to be what it's going to be. But she seems okay. She seems kind of nervous around the girls. She looks kind of weird. I don't know why her face look like it's smushed in. Maybe I don't know. She seems all right. But we'll see what happens with her. She doesn't seem like she's not doing too much. She's not doing too less. She's just coming in and filling out the ladies, which is a good way to start. Not shading somebody like LaToya. LaToya is coming in. She's coming in as that ratchet person that, we see all the time. So could we get something different? Like, you're representing the Trinidad people. The Trinidads or Trinians don't want to be represented on a showcase like this, where you're calling out the men, you're calling out the women, like you're doing too much. It's like it seems like she is very desperate, in my opinion. Why are Kandi and Cynthia still there? Y'all are too much. I don't know. You asked them. You know what? That's an important question, and we'll get to that later. But I felt like what you guys are saying, I think Bravo is going that way too as well, because if you watch the end of the episode where you have Porsha, Porsha's party, and then Kandi and Cynthia was like, yo, we old. And then, Kandi Burruss was like, well, I'm even ancient. When they met Fallon and they met LaToya, they were saying I'm 33. And that moment, I felt like they knew that they were kind of like too old for this hangout and being with these young girls. And I don't know if Bravo feels that way, and they're going to change the dynamics to, more newer, younger women on the show and face out the OGs. I hope that doesn't happen. But the way that Kandi said it, and the way that Cynthia and Kandi was looking at each other and their age and seeing the newcomers come in, they might feel like, Bravo might feel like they're obsolete. And this is why people, have grief and gripe and be upset with Bravo, because they do shit like this. So we'll see what happens. But you guys, man, nobody knows Mary. Robinson is too funny. I smashed that like button. Thank you so much, Chef. I appreciate it. Please go check out Chef Disaster's YouTube channel and show him some love. So let's get to the situation. Kenya Moore was being real, and also Cynthia Bailey's sister was being real, because it just seems like Cynthia wanted just a big wedding. She wanted it at that venue. When you have the pandemic, people could have got sick, but thank God nobody got sick. Thank God none of that happened. Nobody at the event caught corona, blase in the third. But Cynthia wanted it the way that she wanted. Is it selfish? A little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is. But she wanted it the way that she wanted. She don't know how long this marriage is going to last with Michael. But in the meantime, in between time, she wanted it to be perfect. She want her 10-10-20. And her sister's trying to tell her, like, the way that you said it to Michael, and the way that, your argument was, it just almost seemed like if Cynthia couldn't get it the way that she wanted it, and she couldn't have the venue, and she couldn't have it at that place, and everything else like that, she didn't even want to get married, because she wanted to change the date and do something different, because she had to, get together and refigure out the situation. And basically Mallory saying, Cynthia, you've made it seem like to Michael that you didn't want him, you want the wedding more than you want him, and if it can't be the way that you want it, then you want to cancel the date. And then Kenya Moore, she jumps in the situation. She says like, yo, listen, that's how that man is feeling about the situation. Listen, it's like, yo, the wedding's more important than your marriage, is more important than him. And also the way that you're acting, Cynthia, it just seems like you just want an event to have the cameras and have everything around and all of course you want the damn cameras, just like you want the cameras. That's why you sitting there. Of course you want the cameras. When not do anybody getting married on a reality TV show don't want the cameras there? We even have fake weddings where they didn't even go through with getting the paperwork done. You know what I mean? So you have that situation. Hey Ralph, what's going on? And hey Pamela Carpenter, how you doing? It's good to see you, baby. Happy New Year's to each and every one of y'all. You can't tell the wedding was rushed. Yeah. And it was packed. It was a beautiful wedding. Don't get me wrong. It was beautiful. Cynthia was falling out her dress even though she looked good. But basically, Kenya Moore was right with the situation. But, you know, Cynthia was like, won't you just listen to me? Won't you just listen to me? Just shut up and listen and be a friend. So basically, you know, Cynthia is in her back. She's feeling a certain type of way. But people are calling out her behavior that basically it seems like you want the wedding more than you want your husband. Like you want to have this big old party. And so when Kenya Moore said, you just wanted it to be filmed, I was like, damn, your wedding could have been filmed, but we already know that Kenya Moore went MIA. She wasn't trying to let nobody in there. And so Cynthia Bailey's feeling a certain type of way. Cynthia Bailey was like, yo, listen, don't be talking about filming. I want to have it filmed. The cameras don't tell me when to film about a wedding. They don't tell me to film about a divorce. They don't tell me what to do. They don't tell me I need to be married. That, you know, the production don't tell me that I need to get a divorce. They don't tell me I need somebody. So to me, it felt like Cynthia Bailey was taking a shot at Kenya Moore, like Kenya Moore, you know, was told, you know, by production or producers that she needs to get married. Her husband needs to be on the show, which we did hear that too as well. So it seems like Cynthia Bailey was in her bag and she was feeling a certain type of way. And she called out Kenya Moore, was like, don't be coming at me like that. I need you to be supportive. And you trying to say, like, she said, how insulting for you to say that I just wanted it to be filmed. Like, they don't tell me how to do, when to do, and all this other stuff. But if you ask Nene Leakes would say differently when it comes to Cynthia. She would say that she is a yes woman, baby. So, you know, so Cynthia was feeling a certain type of way. Yes, Happy New Year's. Yes. I agree to you. Happy days. But then she got to realize it's a pandemic. If people are dying out here, it's so many that died in the U.S. worldwide. Their grandmamas died. Yet facts. She was dealing with some problems with folks writing her ass. Mike writing her ass like, geez, chill. Yeah, doing the COVID-19, you will want to be safe as possible. Yandy Smith wedding was fake. Oh, Tia, you got that. You read that. You got that. Grace, Cynthia was acting like a brand new bride to me. Yes, she was acting like a brand new bride, which I don't know if you're being shady, Grace, and basically saying you acting like a brand new bride when, you know, you've been down this road before, or was she just acting like someone about to get married and wanted it her way? Because we saw Bridezilla, we see these shows and things like that. You keep on cutting out. Am I? Let me know if I'm cutting out, because I shouldn't be. Cynthia is good. Nah, Cynthia's alright. Cynthia wants that extra check for that wedding special. Of course, they all do. Everybody wants a spinoff. Everybody wants, you know, another show. Cynthia was acting a fool. You know she was. But we give that to her. Hey, Major, what's going on? Happy New Year's to you. You guys let me know if I'm cutting in and out. Okay, thank you so much. Happy days. I appreciate that. What's up, Peep Squad? Major's in the building, baby. So, you know, you got that situation. And, you know, so what else do Cynthia got going on? You know what I mean? Like, for real. I don't know. What else can you do with Cynthia's character? I don't know. So it is, but I would miss Cynthia if she wasn't on the show. Hey, Sugar Hill 1913. Hey, what's up? What's going on? I can hear every word. Thank you so much, Felicia. I appreciate that. And so, you know, we have the situation with Cynthia. So, you know, Cynthia wants it her way because, you know, it wasn't always her way, and she didn't have the bag that she has now. Hey, Pamela, what's going on, baby? Happy New Year's. Good to see you. So, you have that situation, and Kenya Moore was like, She was like basically trying to let Cynthia know that you're like putting this man on the back burner, and you're acting like the wedding and the venue is more important than you actually marrying him. And so she got some senses into Cynthia, and Cynthia was like, you know what? I agree. Okay, I understand, because I don't want Mike to feel that way, because Mike was upset. Mike was feeling a certain type of way. Mike was feeling like, damn, you think the wedding is more important than anything? Like, we don't have to have everybody here. It could just be me and you. We can go to the justice of peace. And Cynthia then finally said, you know what? We can get married outside, but I wanted to marry him. But she was going to marry him. She wants to marry him. She wants to be with him. She wants him to be her husband and everything else like that. But the situation is, she also wants to have the event that she wants. And plus, it is going to be filmed on TV. So she wants it to be the wedding of 2020. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But she realized it, and she's feeling a certain type of way, and now she's realizing that Kenya Moore, is telling her the truth, and her sister's telling her the truth, and she needs to go make it up to Mike, and she is. But Kenya Moore also said that she hasn't always been the best of a person, and she had some issues last year, and she was in a dark place, baby. She was in a dark place. She was in a dark. Things wasn't so good. Things wasn't so grander for her, and she kind of did some things that were kind of like, out of pocket, and one of them is Cynthia, almost ruining her engagement, then shading her wine skills and some other shit that she done did. So therefore, she wants to throw Cynthia Bailey a wonderful party, but she doesn't think anybody would show up if she's hosting the party. So that tells you how she thinks the ladies feel. So the ladies are feeling a certain type of way. Well, just some of them. You know who Kenya Moore got beef with: Porsha Williams, Drew Sidora. But her and Marlo are friends, but at this time, her and Marlo ain't really that cool now. But her and Marlo are cordial to each other, and they have nice things to say about one another now. And so we have, Kandi Burruss, she meets up, with Miss, Kenya Moore. And Kenya Moore was like, listen, So Kenya Moore, I don't know why she goes in and she starts to talk about Porsha. But yeah, she starts to talk about Porsha. Like, basically she feels like Porsha's out here being reckless. Porsha's not being safe. That Porsha didn't have a mask on. And it seems like every time Porsha get arrested, it's in front of the cameras. And so she's being very negative to what Porsha is doing. And then we would have to say, what are you doing, Kenya? Which is, you're minding your business and holding your own. But let Porsha do her thing. And it's all good to shade and talk shit or whatever, but this woman is really trying to do something. And then she comes from the background of her grandfather was a pastor. No matter how long it took her to get to where she's at today, she's not perfect. She's still going to make mistakes. Yes, she still like to party. She still like to drink. She still like to hang out. She still be playing these games with Dennis McKinley, going back and forth. And yes, she might have messed around with the stripper. She might have messed around with Tanya Sam. Doesn't mean that you can't love your people. Doesn't mean that you can't march for your people. What is Kenya saying was true. Hey, Lyric, what's going on? So this is how Kenya Moore feels about the situation. She feels like Porsha is doing way too much. And she feels like Porsha is, she said, it's kind of like, why is she always getting arrested and the cameras are on? Because everybody's recording, And when they was having a protest and the riots and everything, everybody was recording. But yes, it was a plan to go down to Kentucky to bring awareness to Breonna Taylor and bring awareness to the criminal justice system, and also the ADA, the prosecutor, the attorney general, bring information. So they set up to protest in front of one of, the people that work for the government's house. So yes, Porsha said that they said that Porsha was scared. Porsha really, she was really scared and she was in fear, but she did it anyway. So we have that situation. And Kenya Moore says that, she done lost 5 pounds because she hasn't been eating no sugar. And you guys already know that, people have been coming at, Kenya Moore because she recommended these diet pills and she posted it up or whatever. And people are saying that these pills are bad it's just awful, that these pills are not good for you. They're especially not good for black people. They tear up your kidneys and all this other stuff, that people were saying. So people have been getting at Kenya Moore because they feel like she's recommending a product that is not good. So these hydroxy cuts ain't good. at all, point blank period. And so, but she did lose that weight because she did gain a lot of weight. So altogether, and also Kenya Moore talks about, the situation when it comes to Cynthia Bailey and how Cynthia Bailey was just so focused on her getting the wedding and, the production of it and everything else. And then Kandi Burruss was like, well, she was broke at one time before. So now she got money. She wants a big wedding. She wants to have a good time. Team not watching, but Team Porsha. That's cool. Bye Porsha. Look at Ralph. He's like, bye Porsha. Porsha, Kenya and Porsha will go at each other all day, every day. Well, of course the trip was pre-planned. So what? Happy days. Like, so what? Leave it out in those streets. So, you got that situation going on. Yes, and Porsha Williams and Kenya Moore is gonna go at it, but I don't. The thing about this situation is it doesn't look like Porsha is trying to have any type of bad blood with Kenya Moore. She's trying to stay away. She's trying to stay free or whatever of Kenya Moore. But it seems like Kenya Moore, she came out shooting at Porsha. She came out with the interviews calling Porsha this, calling Porsha that, calling her fake, calling her a whore, calling her all types of names and everything else like that. And Porsha barely responds to anything that Kenya has done, in a few months before the show started. So it's just like, it seems like, when people say Kenya Moore is a victim, and she has been a victim, but it just seems like she's being a shock right now, and she smells blood in the water, and she's coming for Porsha, and she's coming from Sidora, when, everybody was like, oh my God, look at all the things that Nene said about her having, where she get her egg from, like she's being tormented. And now you see Kenya Moore doing the tormenting people and coming after people, that are not warring, that don't want no problems with her. And so that makes it like, it makes you feel a certain type of way. I can't stand with Nene, so I am not watching. Lord have mercy. So you have that situation. And then isn't Kandi being kind of shady, talking about, she got money now about Cynthia. Cynthia got money now, so she wants to have a big old wedding. Cynthia can have whatever the hell she wants to have. She is 50 something years old, looking good, got her a good man or a man for reality TV. Who knows? They look like they're a good couple. They look like they got a good relationship, but who knows? So it is what it is. But Kenya Moore is like, I want to throw a party for Cynthia Bailey to show how much I appreciate her and I like her, but ain't nobody gonna come if it's in my name. So Porsha Williams is, Kenya Moore is basically having, Kandi Burruss announce the event, announce everything, and Kandi's kind of nervous about the situation. Kandi was like, so is Porsha coming? And Kenya Moore said, well, she's Cynthia's friend. Is Sidora coming? Well, she's cool with, with Cynthia. And also when it comes to, Tanya, she's cool with Cynthia. So that's cool that, Kenya Moore did not disinvite any of them. She wants them to come through or whatever the case may be. But Kandi's feeling a certain type of way because she don't know. She was like, see, these ladies don't want to come because of you. Now you got to use my name. And Kenya Moore is doing it. And so Kandi is kind of like, Kandi's also being real when it comes to Kenya Moore. She is calling out Kenya Moore for her behavior. And she is calling out Kenya Moore, saying, basically, I appreciate what Porsha did and what Porsha's doing, how she's bringing information to Black Lives Matter, how she's bringing information to, the situation with Breonna Taylor, so people won't forget. And her having this as a storyline right now, things have calmed down a little bit, but you have the pandemic, and then you have, the pandemic part 2, because now they're saying that, the COVID is mixed with, SARS, and it's even stronger. So, a lot of people are in panic about that, but Kandi's basically saying that I appreciate Porsha and I appreciate what she's doing, because Kenya Moore was shady. She was like, that girl ain't got no mask on and she's out here. How are we supposed to stay safe? I was like, look, Kandi is shady as shit. Yes, she was. And when she had that phone call with Kenya Moore, she was being 100. So one thing I do like to say is the shade from the OGs of this show. It's shade, but it's real shade. Like, it's real shit. Like, these are real things that happen. It's shade. She shaded Cynthia Bailey being broke, and now she got money. She gonna spend it on a wedding. Yeah, she gonna get what she want. So it is what it is. And then also, Kandi's talking to, Kenya Moore about like what's going on with you and LaToya, whatever, blasting the third. Kenya Moore was like, well, she tried to get me drunk, and I don't know if she tried to get me drunk and take advantage of me. And Kandi's looking at like, what? And so Kenya Moore was like, yeah, she tried to get me this and that. And then in the clip you see Kenya Moore tell LaToya, you can run around the house naked. But these supposed to, even though they're separated, they're two married women, with husbands, but now they want to be involved in a same-sex relationship, or insinuating that they want to be in a same-sex relationship, which to me, I feel like if it were men doing this, people would be like up in a roar. They would be upset. They would be calling them DL, down low. They'd be saying, oh, this is so sick, this is so shady, and things like that. So they both got husbands. LaToya husband's at home with her. And allegedly, they're playing around. And Kandi was like, you guys are playing around so much. Well, you know what? Maybe I need to send you some candy toys. I need to send you some bedroom candy, baby. And then the producer asked Kandi, are you jealous? She's like, I'm positively not jealous at all that Kenya Moore and LaToya might get it on. Don't go there. So why would production ask Kandi, is she jealous? And then when production asks Kenya Moore, like, do you have like a girl crush on her? Do you kind of like her? Would you get physical with her? And a question like that. And then Kenya Moore laughed and put her head down like she was, like she was feeling, hey Dave, what's going on? Like she was feeling like, like ashamed, or she was blushing or whatever. I was like, if these were dudes with wives and they're playing around and getting all this stuff, playing around with each other, insinuating they may want to hook up and the flirting and stuff, people would be up in arms, like wilding out. And so let's get to Sidora and her situation with her man. So this situation, Sidora is talking to her mother. She was like, yeah, we used to go to counseling, but we was going to individual counseling. And then, Ralph stopped going to counseling. He stopped doing his homework. He did this, he did that, he gave up. I was like, girl, calm down, relax, Drew. The man is about to meet a counselor outside. Why do you got to bring up his failure? Why you got to bring up something bad? Why you got to talk bad about him in front of your mother on national TV? You doing too damn much. I think you're a good woman. I think you're a good wife. I think you're a good mother, but you're doing too much. And he don't need a mother. He need a wife. He already had a mother that he got problems with. He already has a mother that he has some problems with. And then you're acting like, why you bringing a man down? Why you doing that? Like, you doing too much for no reason. The counselor's outside. Now you're dogging out this man in front of your mother. So it almost seems like maybe he's getting dogged out by Drew and the mama, even though he got problems, because you can tell Ralph has deep issues. He has psychological issues coming from childhood, the way his mother treated him, the way his mother talked to him, the way that his mother withheld love for him, so he didn't get that nurture, that emotional support and that love. And then on top of that, being as young as he was, he had to help pay the bills. That does something to a child when a child is now the adult, when a child is now putting bread on the table, when a child has to take over the parenting things, and survival, when a child's supposed to be a child at the same damn time. So he has some resentment. And I also think Ralph feels like he shouldn't have what he has. I don't think that he feels like I think sometimes he may, not appreciate what he has because he believes that he shouldn't have it. He doesn't believe he should have a successful marriage because his mother and his father didn't have a successful marriage. His family was poor. He grew up dirt poor. They were homeless. They was on the street. And now he has this big ass mansion. I don't think that he feels like he deserves it. And I think that, it kind of hurts him to have this, and he didn't have it when he was a child. And there's a whole lot of emotional roller coaster when it comes to Ralph. And Drew doesn't help by being a nag. She doesn't help with the nag and always pointing out he's doing something wrong. But God damn it, Ralph, you cannot be going away for 3 days and then recording a family and watching them, because that seems like you sick. That seems like you got problems, baby. You need to calm down and really go get some help. For real, for real. I think they are a good couple. They could possibly work. But Ralph, excuse me. But Ralph really needs to get some closure with his mother. I think his counseling needs to start with him and his mother. That needs to happen. And now him losing his father is another, detrimental to him too as well. So it's like a whole, and Drew, she may have had a different life. Like, she got a mother, she got a father, she was acting, she was able to be a child, and he may be jealous of what she has had, and then when she throws her opinion at him like it's facts because she was raised better than him, which doesn't mean that it's facts. And so he has to constantly defend himself because he came from the broken home. He came from, this guy name is Ralph. I think his name is Ralph. Yeah, they do counseling if the therapist is any good. I am not a fan of Kandi, Dave. Felicia, does anyone have the ratings to the date? Well, it's been down, so the ratings gonna come out on Tuesday, but it's been down. When it first premiered, it was down basically maybe 100,000, then it went back up and it was only down 22,000, and so now, and last week, it was just a filler episode, so the ratings are gonna come out on Tuesday. So we have that situation. So it's so much. And then Ralph is also cynical. He's also like, he doesn't have the emotion that he's supposed to have. It goes on and off. He can quickly cut off his emotions because of the emotional neglect that he received as a child. So one minute he hears her, but I think when she cries and she whines, it reminds him of his mother. And he thinks that she's not appreciative of him like the way his mother wasn't appreciative of him. So, he got a whole lot to work with. It's his childhood. Some of us have some horrific childhoods, baby. And it can affect our lives if you don't get help or you don't understand where it's coming from and how it's, hurting your relationship. Because you know how men always say, oh, she got daddy issues. She got a father's issues. Well, he got mommy issues. That's what he has. I hate when she do that thing with her voice. Lord, even Dave is talking about he don't like it. Pamela, R.I.P. to Andrew Hill. Is that his father's name? So, with this situation, Drew is basically saying she wants transparency because the doctor said, what are 2 to 3 things that you want in your relationship you want to work on? And this is where I have to give Drew, the credit when she says that I want him to love Josiah. I want him to love my son. He's hard on him. He's tough on him. He's showing him man to be a man. But where's the emotional love? Where's the hugs? Where's the kisses? And I don't want my son to feel like, since he is not Ralph's biological child, that he can just throw him to the side. And that's what you call a real mom. That's what you call somebody that, take care of their children and put their children first and wants to make sure that their child has a loving home and a growing up well and have a well childhood in the house. She doesn't want her son to feel that way. So she's saying that he is not showing Josiah the love that she believed that he should show him. And that's another thing. She's saying that she don't believe that he's doing what she thinks that he should be doing. There's another thing, like it's always a problem, like she don't like shit that he does. Yeah, okay, he's good with Josiah, he's teaching him how to be this way, but she said that she wants him to be less angry. So is Ralph treating Josiah bad because that's not his biological son? And I'm glad that she brought that up because there's a lot of people that let that shit fly. They let their new partners kind of mistreat their children because it ain't theirs. So that's something that is relatable. So everything that Drew and Ralph are doing are very relatable, but the problem is we don't know who the fuck they are. And how do we care about Drew and how do we care about Ralph? We don't know who the hell Ralph is. We don't know shit about Ralph. We don't know nothing about him. Not all we just see is a deranged man with problems and also a good heart and also smart, but it's like we don't know these people. So to bring on this heavy shit, like, could we see y'all be happy? Could we see y'all chilling? Could we see y'all having fun? Could we see y'all having a loving marriage? This shit, we get introduced to nothing but strife in this relationship. You ain't even got gave people time. Ain't nobody even envious of their relationship because the shit looks terrible on TV. But Drew did say on Watch What Happens Live that they went on vacation and they're by the beach. I'll say, okay, Drew, whatever. She can be very sickening sometimes when it comes to her complaining and whining. That will get on my nerves too. And when it comes to, Ralph, he's not emotional. And she wants some emotion from him. But he can quickly turn it on and off. And we find out one of the reasons why he bounced for 3 days is because that, his mom, basically was mistreating him and not showing him any love, and he was paying the bills and everything else. So he moved out from his mom's house to go live with his father. His mom ended up getting kicked out of the house. She ended up getting evicted, and, she finally apologized and said, "I'm sorry, I needed you, blah, blah, blah." And so then he felt worthy because he feels like, people take advantage of him, which is his mother, and he don't think people don't notice what he does. So the more that she complains about him not doing this, is the more it reminds him of his childhood. So we'll see. And he said he wants sex. He wants sex like 3 times a week. Drew, you cannot be hounding this man and saying everything that he's doing is wrong, and you ain't giving him no coop. You ain't giving him no pop, no ooh, no wop. What's going on, Drew? I guess she's too upset to have sex with him. Drew acted, kid, I remember when they are arguing, she kept yelling and she was following him, giving him some space. He needs a dress, not a bigger skirt. Y'all are too much. What's up, LSW? Happy New Year to you too, Robinson Grayson. Y'all are messed up. Y'all are wrong with that. Ralph acts like his mother. Lord, not so cuckoo. Doctor, y'all are messed up. You say he need a skirt, he need a dress, saying the man acts like his mother. Well, yeah, he has arrested the fellow man, Lord. Y'all are killing me. This is the new year. Y'all in here wilding. Felicia's like, yeah, LSW for real. Felicia Butler. Felicia, you are funny, Mary. Oh, I appreciate your comment, Felicia, on George Washington Carver. I really took some time to pick out what poem I wanted to put up there about New Year's Eve, and I do appreciate you saying that because some of our ancestors, they have put in so much work, and we want them to be remembered. I think that was a wonderful poem, but he wants some ill nana. Why ain't you giving this man no ill nana? Tell your mom to take her ass home so you can give your man some ill nana. Like, what's going on? He might be doing shit better if he can get. What if he got it 4 times a week or 5 times a week? He might be jumping around that house, fixing up everything, hugging your son, picking him up, brushing his hair, brushing his teeth, doing everything for your son. You holding out on him. So he wants some poo nani. He wants some ill nana. But he basically says that he felt emasculated. And the example before this episode took place, the scene took place, she was kind of emasculating him in front of her mother, saying, well, he gave up and he messed up and he wouldn't do his homework, like basically shitting on the man when he's about to go outside and meet with a counselor. Like, come on, Drew, you doing too much. You're doing too much. Yeah, he's doing too much. Both of y'all doing too damn much. And that's why y'all deserve each other and should be together forever and ever and ever. And so she's saying something. He's making fun of it. He's laughing and shit. And she was like, come on, why are you doing it? He goes, I thought you was about to cry. He pat her because I don't know if he thinks that she's acting because that's his wife. But he's just like really just not here for the shit. And then she started crying like, damn, could we have a conversation without no damn tears? Like, shit. And it's so hard for us. It's so hard for me to care because I don't know these people. These are just strangers. Like, why do I care about their relationship? Like, we should have got to know a little bit more before we would. And they freaking threw their terrible, marriage at us. But I don't think it's all that bad. I think they're only showing the bad part. But he really do need some help, and Drew Sidora needs some help too. They both have mental issues, in my opinion, and they're both, have problems. And, Drew was raised, by her mother that's a preacher. Her mother be doing too much. And then what Ralph said was like, she wants to emasculate me like her mother emasculated her father. And then Drew was like, my mother never emasculated my father. But then Drew turned around and said, and Ralph said, I'm not your father. You know what I mean? Like, you try to treat me like, how your mom treated your dad. And I was like, ooh, that shit was powerful right there. But when Drew Sidora responded and she said, I know he's not my I know he's not my father. I realize that he's not my father and he can't be like my father. So that means to me, the way that she responded is she was trying to treat him like her mother treated her father, and she wanted her husband to behave like her father. They do say daughters fall in love with men like their father. They want a man like their father, but you can't actually put how your mother and your father relationship is and how your father treated your mother onto Ralph. Ralph is a different person. And so I think there is, some truth into what Ralph is saying. Even though Ralph seems batshit crazy, it's some truth in what he's saying about being emasculated. And when you see the mama double team and Drew Sidora, they all pointing the finger at him, this and that, that's just way too much. Like, mama, you doing too much. Drew, you doing too much. You gonna run that man into another woman's arms and you gonna be crying, really crying. You ain't gonna be fake crying and shit like that. You know what I mean? Drew is doing a lot of acting. I can't tell she's faking. That's what it seems like. Hey, Linnell, what's going on? Bye, everyone. I am in California, leaving tomorrow. Oh, it's good to see you, baby. How you doing? I like Drew when she came for Kenya. Yeah, she did. She came through on that. She came through, but she's not trying to be scared either. So we have that situation. He did lose his father, and it was very sad that he did lose his father. And it was also sad when he tried to say that, he wanted to do, he never went to baseball games, football games, basketball games, or anything with his father because they didn't have the money. They didn't have this, they didn't have that. And now he finally has it. He hasn't had time to spend with his father because he's too busy trying to please Drew and her mother all day, in my opinion. So this was sad, and that's going to be something else that he's going to have to deal with because he might blame Drew for the situation of why he didn't spend enough time with his father because he was too busy chasing after her and everything else. I hope it don't go there, but it might. It might go there. And so we get to the situation. Porsha comes out because she's having a surprise party, baby. Her sister Lauren is planning a surprise party for her to congratulate her and basically show that she is appreciated and she is doing wonders out here in these streets. Porsha comes through with that shirt on and that skirt blazing, baby. Porsha looks sexy as hell in that outfit. That outfit is on point, baby. I was like, when I saw Porsha walk out that door, I was like, girl, you did it. You tell him to look and watch. She's did it. And so we have Lauren, she called Kandi. Marlo was there. And then Drew Sidora invited herself or asked Kandi if she can come. No, not Drew. LaToya. LaToya invited herself like she invited herself to Cynthia's wedding. Like, she be doing too much. Like, the desperation with LaToya, I like her, but the desperation is too much. And is she really this ratchet, or is she being ratchet for TV? So that's the question. Like, she put on a persona because she thinks that's what people want. I don't know who LaToya is. I never watched anything with LaToya, so I don't know. So if this is truly her behavior, it's kind of offsetting and off-putting, but it is what it is. And so, Lauren done called up the people. She called Kandi. Kandi was sitting there with LaToya and Marlo, so they all coming through. And then, we got Cynthia Bailey. She done apologized to her husband, and she's working on her vows, and she's apologizing. She's practicing with a dummy. So it is what it is. And so we have Porsha. Her friends are taking out, hanging with her because they're having a celebration at her house for her. Marlo's there. Marlo supports Porsha. She got her back. She want her back with Dennis. Dennis has been sending Porsha Williams bags after bags after bags after bags to Chantel, sending her bags and Chanel bags and basically saying, oh, this is for you getting arrested. Oh, this is for you being a wonderful woman and everything. And Marlo said, don't be materialistic. I was like, Marlo, you got a lot of nerve. But Marlo has changed her tune a lot. And we get to see Tanya Sandwich. We're probably not going to see her much longer. But they all look good to me. But Porsha looks stunning, So we have that situation. And then, we have the situation when it comes to Cynthia. Cynthia ends up talking to, Lauren and begging for, Kenya Moore to, actually come to the event. When Lauren really didn't want Kenya to come there, Lauren should have kept her grounds and said, no, Kenya's not invited. Because at the last minute, she tells Kenya that she's not invited. And Cynthia did too much trying to get Kenya Moore to come to the party. You know what I mean? Let that be Porsha's celebration, because damn well if Kenya Moore would have came, she would have shaded Porsha. She would have made Porsha look stupid. She would have talked all types of ish. It was just gonna be because even Kandi Burruss is like Miss Kenya Moore is not good at people's events. And then that's when Bravo showed up, you know, with Kenya Hair More Care products, which she did to, you know, Marlo, Hampton, and what she did at Cynthia's, you know, event, took over the microphone and everything. So Cynthia was out here begging for Kenya Moore to come. And I know if Kenya Moore knew that she was begging like that, she would have been like, y'all, you know, take that shit somewhere else. So Cynthia Bailey has to call Kenya Moore and tell her that she is uninvited. She is not invited. Kenya Moore is pissed off. She's upset. She is mad. She is furious. Somebody's gonna pay for her hair and her makeup. And she said she had a baby doll. She had Rosa Parks doll, you know, for, you know, PJ and everything else like that. And she's feeling pissed about the situation. She called up Kandi and she said to Kandi, that fake event, that fake woman that faked this, everything that she's doing is fake. She's getting arrested on camera on purpose. It's disingenuous what she's doing, and she don't need no celebration who she thinks she is. And that celebration is self-serving. And she was just going in. She was talking all types of shit. And Kandi said to her, girl, if you feel that way, you shouldn't even come to the event, point blank, period. Because that type of energy that you gonna bring to the event is not cool. It's not a good situation, point blank, period. And I was like, go ahead, Kandi. Kandi was like, if you feel that way, shit, you need to stay your ass at home. It's good that they invite you in so many different words. And you know Kenya was gonna come there and shade the shit out of Porsha. And she was gonna take over Porsha event and make Porsha look, you know what Kenya Moore was gonna do. You know what Kenya Moore can do. We all know Kenya Moore is the shadiest of them all, and she can read, and she is very messy, and she can make you look stupid at the drop of a dime if she needed to. You know what I mean? She's a smart woman, you know? So it is what it is. So now she is pissed off, but she's going to give Cynthia the gift to give to Porsha anyway. So she is pissed, and Kenya was, and you know, Miss Kandi was like, girl, you shouldn't come. And Kenya Moore didn't pay no attention to what the hell Kandi said. If you feel that way, you feel disingenuous about the situation, that she's not genuine, why would you want to come anyway? And so Kenya Moore didn't pay no shit, no mind that. She was like, oh, she's just fake. I was like, Lord, excuse me, Ralph, I don't get never chick from Kenya. Okay, hey, what's going on, Special Mills? How you doing? They tired of Kenya. Grace Turner, Ralph got some when he disappeared for those 3 days. I was thinking the same thing, Grace. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking he got some, but also at the same damn time, he was watching Drew and her family, watching the mother and the daughter talk shit. So they probably was talking all types of cash money shit about his ass. And he was listening, and he probably went and found somebody on the beach, because you know he can get it. Her husband look good. He got a nice body. He can talk right too as well. He can convince you of doing some things, baby. Yes, sir. Her husband's fine. Shit. He's not my type, but I gotta say that he is good looking. So I was like, oh shit. Kenya Moore ignored everything that, you know, Kandi said. She's pissed. Kenya Moore is pissed, because you know damn well Kenya was gonna come to that event and tear it up. And I think Lauren made a good decision. Lauren was like, oh, is she mad? Lauren is talking to Cynthia. Cynthia was like, well, here's a gift for PJ. And she was like, I hope she's not really mad, but to me, all the shit that Kenya Moore has been saying about Porsha, talking about Porsha and everything else, it was a good thing that Lauren didn't invite her. She wasn't trying to invite her. Cynthia was trying to push Kenya onto the event, so it made it much difficult, you know. But Cynthia did the right thing by saying, can I bring a +1? Because what if she would have showed up with Kenya without Lauren's permission? So it is what it is. Laura don't feel no type of way. She's cool with the situation. We all knew. And then we get to Fallon. Like I said, something's weird about Fallon's face. I don't know. I think she's beautiful, but something's weird about her face. I don't know what it is, but I think she's beautiful. And then she talks about she got her old man. There's 8 kids together with her new marriage. She's been married twice. So her husband has 5 kids. and she has 3 kids. And so that's when LaToya forever was like, oh, you got an old man, huh? A sugar daddy, blase the third, something that you want. And LaToya braids be looking like she ain't got no hair, y'all. Look like she got no edges, no size. Kenya Moore, why ain't you giving her some of your products? It looks like them braids are just like barely making it in her hair. Like this shit looks bad. But anyways, moving on from that situation, and the ladies go around the room, they say their age. Kandi feels old, but Kandi was like, if I feel old, then she feels ancient. And then, LaToya asks, Fallon, oh, you was married before, was that a rich man or whatever? So she's I don't think that the way that Fallon took it, Fallon could have been like, oh, why are you asking me that? But I think like it was just casual conversation, but you don't know Fallon. But Fallon didn't take anything to it. And it just seems like LaToya likes to say whatever comes to mind and whatever. Like she has no marbles, no scruples. Like she has nothing to her. Like she doesn't have any decency. Like she don't know how to behave. And it's like, bitch, you 33 years old. You gonna tell me you can't control your emotion? And it's a bad representation for anybody, I mean, for her people. Like she's a bad representation for them because, she just acted like, oh wow, and just being rude, like 33, like you grown, like you done lived a long time, you don't know how to behave yet, so that's a problem too. And it's just like, it's not really nice to watch women that are older, that are very immature, and it seems like she's very immature, and she's no child, she's 30 something years old. So you would think that she would know how to conduct herself when she meets new people without saying anything that could be considered to be shade or harmful or disrespecting that girl, because girl, you was out here chasing, talking about meeting other men, and you're gonna be out here, your husband's at home, you doing this, you doing that. Like she's doing too much. And it's just a bad representation. Like, all of us, we carry ourselves like a woman. Like we're not going to try to call out another woman because she got that bag with that man, and basically like, shit ain't cute, this ain't Love and Hip Hop. Maybe she should be on Love and Hip Hop, in my opinion. But moving on from that situation, and then Kandi was like, oh my god, LaToya forever, like she don't hold her tongue. You think Kenya's bad? She's worse than Kenya. She's like Kenya on steroids. If she say the shit that Kenya be saying that get people upset, and getting under their skin, that's what LaToya does. She's just like Kenya. I was like, shit, Kandi, tell us how you feel. Tell us how you feel, baby. Tell us how you feel. Lord have mercy. Kandi is seeming like she's not really liking all that, situation when it comes to Kenya Moore. Like she's calling Kenya Moore out on it. And this is what we need you to do, Robyn. Robyn from Potomac, this is what you need to do. You need to be diplomatic. You need to have your own opinion. You don't have to follow somebody just because you're cool with them and you're friends with them. You don't have to, dig a hole for them and you at the same time and jump in it. No, you can have your own mind. So, hey, Kimmy Love, what's going on? How you doing? What's good with you? I am late. Robyn, stay. Yep, you're right about that. So, we have the Porsha event. It's nice. Porsha basically was like, oh, this is too much. I don't deserve this. It's not about me. It's what I'm doing. Blasing the third. And all this other good stuff. But this was nice. Her sister did a wonderful thing for her. To show, like, she took an initiative. And she wanted to use her platform for something positive. And also she wanted to bring it to national TV on a syndicated show where some people might not even understand or even know about Maryjanetv, because it might be very new and fresh to us and we talk about it and we know about it. But there's a lot of people that don't even get involved with a lot of shit. They just watch TV and keep it moving. So Porsha bringing this to attention is very good and well. And then it's not like it's coming out of nowhere. Her father, was a civil rights leader. So it took Porsha some time to get there. She got there. Whether it's gonna stay forever or maybe she might even go farther with this stuff. She might end up like Ben Crump, and every time something go on, they might call Porsha Williams. Let me stop before y'all roast me for saying that. And Kandi's like, oh my god, you guys are so young. And Kandi was like, damn, I could have, you guys could be my babies. And then Cynthia said, shit, I could have birthed you, Kandi. But in this moment, it almost seemed like they realized that maybe they're too old for the show. Maybe, their time is up. It just seemed really weird how they talked and looked at each other about the situation. Then you look at the new girls. You got LaToya. She's ready for the smoke. She's ready for the dirt. She's ready for the mud. She's ready for the wine. She's ready for, punani. She gonna do whatever she gotta do to stay in this show and get that peach, baby. That's what she's gonna do. And so now you got Fallon. Fallon's new. She got the small children. But Kandi do have small children. But, Cynthia Bailey, she don't got no nest at home. Other than Michael's nest, and his nest is kind of grown, baby. So with that situation, it almost seems like, I don't know, like they had a realization. I know it hit me like, are they gonna move the OGs on? They already got the main head, which is Nene Leakes, out. Are they, maybe planning to keep bringing in newer and younger people and phase out the old people? Like they ain't gonna be able to party and get down, because LaToya is ready to get. If you would have told LaToya to get on the table and started, shaking and started twerking, and she would have did it in a heartbeat. She did it in a minute. And then Porsha, she gave a wonderful speech. It was nice. It was just like, Porsha saying what she needed to say, being thankful, and it was nice to see, PJ holding up, no justice, no peace with Porsha. So that was a good situation. It was all good. You know what I mean? So it was nice. So that's the situation, y'all. I didn't even put this on. So you guys could call in if you want and talk about what you think about this person, that person. What did Tia say? Yes, I don't know. I know y'all are wilding so much that it's so funny because this crap is boring. It is. It took me 2 hours to watch this, y'all. 2 hours. LaToya is a fool for the cameras. You goddamn right she is. Keep it positive. Happy days. So that's what Porsha's trying to do. She's trying to do something different, something that works. So whatever the case is, but it's important. Ain't nobody else doing it. But Kandi has been silently supporting people that was locked up, and we know Kandi has a lot of different charities, a lot of people that she do support and she do help out. And we know Eva Marcel was doing a whole lot of things too as well. So that's the episode. I don't know, this shit is hard to watch. I don't know. I might have to go and watch freaking Salt Lake City, because Salt Lake City seems like it's popping, but I just feel weird watching Salt Lake City. I just feel like I feel weird watching Salt Lake City. I just feel weird. So if anybody want to call in, let me know what's on your mind. Tell me how you feel. Don't want to see Phaedra. I want to see Phaedra. I know you don't want to see Phaedra. A lot of people don't. Good night, people. Good night to you. Woodson, good night to you. Great. Cynthia looks like she was ready for a nap at Porsha's event. She was. She was tired. This is why I was thinking that, and then the way that she said it, and you got Kandi basically saying, Cynthia is ancient and shit. Black Lavender, Salt Lake City is good. I just feel weird watching it. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of race. There's a lot of things in the past with Salt Lake City, with the Mormons, and then, if they don't feel that way towards black people, their immediate family might too as well. So it's kind of, but I've been watching it, but it's just, I don't know, it just feels weird. Like it got weird watching, Southern Charm, because I used to review Southern Charm, and I used to talk to all the cast members over there, but it just got kind of weird. You know what I mean? Salt Lake City is disgusting. So let me Laura. Salt Lake City is trash. Phaedra didn't give some good shade, but she can't be trusted. Look at Rob. Rob said she can't be trusted. Lord have mercy. Salt Lake City is boring. It is. Everybody, I keep saying these commercials. These commercials. Have you guys been watching? When you watch, do you see the commercials? Why are most of the commercials? I don't have a problem with who people date. You know what I mean? But I was just thinking about all the commercials that I watched with about, cars, cereal, or something, security systems. It was all like black women with white guys. Like, it was like, since when I guess I haven't been watching, regular TV for a long time, but like every commercial was like an interracial couple. They had the black woman with, a Caucasian guy, which is nothing wrong if you want to date outside of your race and if you want to date a Caucasian man. But it was kind of like, damn, it was like they were trying to give a message and say something. They do that shit through commercials and shit like that. So it was like every commercial that came on was a black, powerful, like strong type of figure with the natural hair, and she was with like, David, she was like with, a white dude, and then they had the biracial kids in the back. So I was like, what are they doing? Like, I don't know. Maybe commercials are like this. I have no idea. But I fell asleep just thinking about Salt Lake City Housewives, Lord. But they keep saying the drama is good. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to do like something. I'm going to catch up with just telling you what I feel about these ladies. Boring. Because some of them be doing way too much. Since I stopped watching Bravo, I find that I have so much time to do other things. You go ahead, Felicia. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. For real. But they don't get they can't count my view. Because I watch from a different place. Yes, Robyn, let's not forget Bravo doesn't treat black women the same as white women. Name and successful black women on Bravo who had a successful show and spin-off show, not just one season. Facts. I give a show one shot, one view. Happy days. Yes, Kimmy. Tia. Yes, ma'am. Robinson is feeling that. So if anybody want to call in, I don't know. I hope my phone's working. I just dropped it 1,000 times yesterday. Let me tell you, I was on my ass yesterday. I did too much. I did too much for New Year's. I did way too much. And there's so much drama that just popped off. And I don't even know how I'm going to get to it. So much shit done popped off. I am so over Bravo. And a lot of people are saying that they don't get my click and my view. Straight up. They can't count me and that view is shit. I watch from a different place. No, so let me stop. Okay. Well, great. Salt Lake City started off okay, and then they got annoyed by Jen and that young privileged boy Burruss talking smack to his parents. And since Potomac finished, forgot you review Atlanta. I know. I was doing what I was doing when they were both on. I would just do like little episodes of, anything that stood out for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I would do like a 6 or 7 minute video because I couldn't do like a whole full one. But yeah, like, I don't know. This is the 4th episode. What we gonna get, baby? I don't know what's gonna go on with this shit. But I did see Andy. Andy did address Monique leaving. He asked Sidora, oh, how do you feel about Monique leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac? And Sidora said, well, since they don't like her, then she should go. They don't like her. Then Andy was like, no, they do like her. And Andy was so nonchalant about it. He brung her up, and he just, you could tell he was at a loss that she was gone, because she did film with him after the reunion. They Watch What Happens Live or whatever the case may be. He thought it was all good, but no, it wasn't. She exit. Happy Day says, I am watching Mary Jane. That's my TV. Oh, I love you so much, Happy Days. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate all y'all support. Y'all be coming through, and y'all ain't, scared to get in the comment section and let loose and give your opinions. I appreciate that. I hope you guys had a wonderful and happy New Year, baby. But I don't know what we're going to do with Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that used to be the ish over here. Like, what is going on? Like, okay, if you're going to bring these newcomers in, then do it. Sidora, why is she filming with the other ladies? I guess we're gonna get there. So I guess we're gonna let the season build up. It might just start it off slow, just because of how explosive, the producers knew that Real Housewives of Potomac was gonna be. So they probably is giving us, all these filler episodes, but it's getting there. But we're gonna see how Kandi really, because Kandi seems like she's over Kenya. Like, she's not going to let Kenya get away with anything. And Cynthia seems like she is kind of stepping to Kenya, but she's wrong when it came to the situation of the wedding. But it seems like she got her eye on Kenya too. But Kenya, it really wants to make amends with Cynthia. So they don't need to make amends, but she just want to let Cynthia know that they're good. And she has to do that because Cynthia is getting jealous of her friendship with LaToya, because you already know last season Kenya Moore was, you know, dropping the tea and the dirt on her whole situation about Mark. And who did she have next to her? She had Kandi Burruss and she had Cynthia Bailey. That made them how all they did was sit there, and then we learned about, you know, Kenya talking about, you know, her husband got kicked up out of the, you know, the Uber and all that other stuff. So we'll see. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, try again. I had the ringer off, my bad. I had the ringer off. I had the ringer off. Bravo is one of the only reality shows struggling in ratings. Yep. Because they're about to clean house. Especially, there's a whole lot of shit going on that I gotta, you know, report on. Happy that you have 90 Day Fiancés is killing Real House. Yes, they are. They're killing everybody. I need to start watching that damn show. I'm gonna start watching that show, y'all. For real. Because I don't know what's going on. Grace, I believe, no, it is. Red, what's going on, Greg Blanchard? How you doing? I never knew there was so many anti-blackness and Mormon religion, but every group is laced with anti-blackness. Why am I surprised? I know, that's why I said I feel uncomfortable reviewing the show, but maybe that's not the case, but it just seems like it, you know what I mean? And you know, I was just having this conversation. You know, right now there's a lot of different stories coming out. There's a lot of different profound, prolific people are coming out talking about aliens. So there's a lot of stuff talking about aliens. And I was like, yo, I hope the aliens don't be prejudiced towards black people. I hope the aliens like black people, because it's like, damn, everybody be hating on black people, got a reason not to like black people. I was like, yo, I hope whoever these aliens or whatever, because you know, Joe Rogan, he just posted something to Instagram showing an alien ship, and then a lot of people been talking, a lot of profound, prolific people with the background talking about aliens do exist and things like that. I was just like, I just hope these aliens are not racist towards black people. That's all I hope. I hope, because everywhere I go, everywhere I turn, people got reasons why they don't like black folks. So that was my thought on the alien shit, because the aliens, you know, everybody's talking about, excuse me, aliens. So, you know, I don't know if we gonna see them, but I just hope the aliens ain't prejudiced against us. Shit. All right, try again and see. Like, I went to this place, you know, this restaurant or whatever. And my friend had the same problem that I had. Like, they kept messing up on my order. So I drove twice to the place because they messed up on my order. Then the third time, you know, they were supposed to give me 2 orders or something. They only gave me 1 order for something, and they charged me for 2 orders. So before I even walked out the store, I looked inside and they didn't have my stuff in there. Then I'm talking to my friend. My friend was like, oh, the same thing happened to me. They didn't offer you anything free. They didn't do this. They're so nice over there. I was like, you forgetting I'm black. People have a disgruntled against black people. I can be nice. I am the nicest person in the world, and I'm very respectful. I know how to carry myself. I don't do no ignorant shit and none of that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a grown up. I'm a grown woman. You know what I mean? So I handle and I conduct myself in a certain way when I hit the streets, you know? So she was like, well, they did this for you. I was like, because you ain't black. That's why. It might not be, because I done dropped it so many times. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I see. Close. I was just dropping this mother sucker so many times yesterday. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I got a missed call from 826. Let's see. So I got 826. I can call back 826. I can call back 810. I can call back 862. I don't see your number, Tony. Dave Love and hip hop is boring too. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this situation. All right, try again, because I got the thing open. I should be able to see. I don't know. I think. Okay, so we're going to do 826. Oh, you know why this thing is... Like, listen, I'm not all the way here today. The thing was off on Do Not Disturb. So, let me see. So, try again. I had the Do Not Disturb thing on. So, let me put this... Okay, here we go. We got Tia on the phone. So, Tia, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Well, my name is Tia, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
New Jersey's in the house. New Jersey's in the house. So tell her what's on your mind. What you think about the situation, baby girl?
Well, I think this episode was just boring. Just boring. I think Bravo made the wrong decision. They need to listen to the fans. And I see a lot of fans want Nene Leakes back. They want Phaedra Parks back. So I said they need to start listening to the fans. And I heard another rumor is that Bravo is trying to get back Monique because Andy Coleman messed it up. They're trying to get back Monique with Potomac.
Of course, they're trying to get her back. Of course, that they have to.
Andy Coleman as the host, because let's be real. He treats the black housewives different. He treats the white housewives.
Facts.
Because I remember, I don't know, but I ain't see it. Somebody told me that a white housewife pushed her on his behind, and I said, oh, they did. And he didn't do nothing about it.
Yep.
And another thing I realized, Kandi Burruss, she got spin off show. She only got one season. And I think Kim Zolciak ratings is low. That's what she keeps telling me. And I was looking at her ratings. Her ratings is super low, but her show still goes on. Mm-hmm. And you say, we talking about racism. Bravo is racist. Because look at Lisa Vanderpump show. It was a lot of racism on that show.
A lot, and it came all out.
And Andy Coleman gonna say, I don't think these people should got fired. So you support that racism. The only reason why Bravo fired all them people is because they was getting a lot of backlash. That's why they did that.
And the times were heated at that moment.
Yeah, and you see majority of shows on this channel is predominantly white shows.
Yep.
Only show that's black is Potomac, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
And that's
then
it.
You got Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. There's only one black woman on the show.
Yep.
Then they say, Beverly Hills, one black woman. I don't know about New Jersey and other shows.
I'll never remember seeing a black person in New Jersey. On New Jersey Housewives, I know there's a lot of black people out there in New Jersey.
Yeah, and I think they're trying to add a black woman to the New York cast. There's a lot of black people in New York too. Because I know you from New York. It's a lot of black people too.
Yeah. They be acting like, facts.
So I said they can add certain people.
Oh, we forgot. Somebody said Married to Medicine. Thank you so much, Dr. Grayson.
Yes.
Married to Medicine. I forgot about.
How they doing Mariah?
Oh, they took our whole still.
Yeah, they stole a whole show. And I seen that Dr. Hadley, somebody asked her about it. She basically said, well, Mariah is not Shoni O'Neal. But I said, Dr. Hadley's been so shady, but Mariah knows that concept.
She is.
I said, Mariah had the whole concept. They just took the whole concept. That's why the spin-off shows are not doing good, because I heard LA got canceled. And I never watched that one. And I don't watch Married to Medicine. Because I don't want to see doctors and stuff fighting. So I had to start watching that one. It was so ghetto and ratchet. So I said, the LA one got getting canceled. I heard another Married to Medicine show got canceled. The reason why these shows get canceled because they don't got Mariah at the table.
Yep.
Nobody's interested in none of these other shows.
They had a good cast. The LA cast was good, but they needed some fine tuning, and they tried to bring in, the ladies from Atlanta to help them or whatever. I mean, the Married to Medicine from Atlanta to help them at first, but they needed more support than that because they had a good cast.
Yeah, they did need some more support, and I said, I just don't know what's going on. Well, I said Bravo, just us. I said us. They don't need to bring Eva back to Atlanta because she's boring. Don't bring Eva back. She doesn't have any storyline. She always act like she forgot something instead of owning up to it. And some of the stuff she did did on the show was very ignorant. The whole colorism, all what she was saying was very ignorant. So I don't want her back on the show. Because I heard Kandi Burruss and Kenya Moore is trying to get her back on the show. Keep her off the show. That's what I heard.
Cynthia better worry about her damn self. Cause
Cynthia, her time is up. She wanted that wedding special. Because she knew, because when you get wedding special, you get your own episode, you get extra paycheck.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't think Bravo was really checking for her or Mike Hill, because Mike Hill is boring. She doesn't have Peter Thomas anymore. So Peter Thomas wanted more than her. Like Nene Lee said, he should have been the one that got the beach. Yeah, Peter Thomas crazy. And when it comes to Kandi Burruss, she boring too. Because Mama Joyce and her little gang, they're the ones that bring the drama. Kandi Burruss is boring. Mm-hmm. And I'm tired. And another thing, I'm tired of Porsha Williams and KM Moore beefing. I said, why are you beefing about Black Lives Matter? That's the whole point.
I know. That's a good point. Good point right there.
Yeah, I said that's ignorant as a black woman. Why you beefing about that? If she wants to do something for Black Lives Matter, then go let her. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And I seen a tweet that she said, "Oh, Kandi Burruss and Eva did something. Stop bringing out other people. What did you do?" And she's like, "Oh, Kandi Burruss did a special for Bravo." I see it for Bravo. Did Kandi Burruss get paid for that? She probably got a check for that. Did she donate that whole check?
I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder the same thing. Well, what you doing, Kenya Moore? You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, but I like Kandi though. I like Kandi. I like Kandi. I don't know how I would feel if Kandi wasn't on the show. I know y'all guys are saying that she was boring and everything. Everybody in the comments said she's boring, but I like Kandi. I don't know why. I just like Kandi.
Well, I would want for Kandi and some of the other people. I said she is boring, but she boring. But I did like her this episode. She was actually telling the truth. I hope she stay like that.
Yeah, I like the way she was this episode, but I like Cynthia too. I know Cynthia is boring, but it's just something about, you get so used to people. I think that's what it is. They just remind me, like, I need to see Cynthia. I need to see Kandi. I need to see Kenya Moore. And I wanted to see Nene Leakes. Like, that reminds me. And they need to do it. And I think Marlo needs a bigger role on this show.
But I said, for Marlo, it seemed like she lost since Nene Leakes ain't there no more. It seemed like she lost to me. I just don't know. And with her with Cynthia Bailey, she could stay on the show, but she could become a friend to the show. I don't want to see her as a housewife, because she doesn't bring anything to the show at all anymore. Well, Peter was the one bringing stuff to the show. She could be a friend to the show. They keep Porsha, they keep me, and they can keep Kenya Moore, and they can bring back Nene Leakes, bring back Phaedra Park, keep Kandi. They keep certain people, but Cynthia just don't bring it like the other people. Somebody else can bring it more than her. That's how she could be a friend to the show. Or maybe they might move her to another franchise, Beverly Hills. I do think she can move. Mike Hill lives in. Because I don't want the whole distance between her. Mike Hill lives in L.A. She lives in Atlanta. And that could mess up her marriage, too. Look what happened with, look at Kenya Moore marriage. That man don't want her. She lives in Atlanta. He lives in New York. I don't know what's wrong with Mark. He don't want her, period. He don't want to sleep with her. He don't want to kiss her or nothing. I said, I don't know. I said, that's a weird marriage. It seemed like an arranged marriage to me. I see some people calling Porsha fake, but I said Porsha never paid a man to be on the show. Kenya had fake storyline to stay on the show. Can't keep him there. And Porsha, she moved too fast with Dennis. Fast to us. I said she needs to let's leave Dennis alone.
I'm so glad she didn't start off this season with Dennis, but she said in the episode, which I forgot to mention, that her and Dennis ain't together no more, but he's been buying her pocketbooks or whatever.
Chanel pocketbooks.
They're still going to be going back and forth with each other.
Yeah, that's what they're going to keep doing. I said, she has to move too quick. I think her and Kenya Moore moved too quick, but both of these men. But one just got married. I'm happy she did marry Dennis, because she's been divorcing her.
But at least Mike Hill is with Cynthia, and she stays at his house during quarantine, and you can actually say that they are a couple. When it comes to Mark Daly and Kenya Moore, it's hard, but we do know Mark Daly did spend Thanksgiving with Kenya Moore, so I seen
He
that.
probably, I don't think he wants to know Kenya. He probably like, all right, my daughter there, so I gotta see Kenya more. He didn't want to know. He wants to know his daughter. He just wants to see his daughter. Like, all right, I gotta see Kenya, because she's gonna be there. That's all I think. Because I remember he said, I hate getting married. He acts like he don't like her. I said, dang. Maybe they're the same person. Maybe he's the guy version of her. I don't know.
But now, what do you think about her? You know,
You have.
oh yeah, I tried to click over to see something on my phone, but I did something else. What do you think about the storyline between Kenya Moore playing like she likes the girly pond with LaToya?
LaToya, I said she a little favor. LaToya is a little Kenya Moore. LaToya is desperate for me. She want a piece so bad. And I said she's supposed to get a piece. So why didn't she get a piece? I said she was supposed to be one of the housewives. And why they not showing her husband?
I know.
I heard her husband was acting up on the show. That's what I heard. But I said she's so desperate. And it seemed like she was a little jealous of Fallon this episode. Oh, you got a rich older man. I said, okay, so what? Who cares? I said, I guess Fallon, so I'm going to keep it cute for now. She keep coming at me. I'm going to come at her too.
Yeah, Fallon, she kept it cute. Fallon kept it cute.
The door.
Yep.
And like you said, it looks like she ain't got no edges. Like she acting like she the most fabulous, got the best hair.
No, she ain't got. Her braids are too thin, and if you're gonna have thin braids, they should be parted further apart. But you see how close they are, and they're supposed to be like thin type of big braids. When people braids are like that, that means they got no hair to really, they don't have full head of hair. She might have hair, but it's very thin. She's standing out in the hair. Cause them braids look terrible.
I just don't like her. She just rubbed me the wrong way. I said I couldn't be on this shit. So I tried to curse her. I couldn't get on this shit with these women. I tried to curse them out real bad. I probably told her about herself. But everybody else's relationship, and look at her husband's relationship. They on the verge of divorce, and she got stuff about, there's nothing wrong with dating having a sugar daddy. But if you get mad at Fallon because she got a sugar daddy, who cares? Well, she probably with that man because she loves him, but he got money, so at least she ain't with her old or broke dude.
I agree with you, Felicia. I don't know. I always felt like I'm just gonna say this. I think that Kenya do like women, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe she might. I thought maybe men not for her. Maybe women might be for her. I don't know.
I think she does like women.
She probably keep a woman more than a man. She can't keep a man. Save her life. go out with women. That might work for her. Go out with toys. Y'all both divorce your husband, go together. But then they might get into a fight.
And she keeps, now Kenya Moore is saying that her and Mark Daly, he's trying to work it out with her and this and that. It's like, I'm tired of Mark Daly. I want to hear the shit. Excuse me. I want to hear it from Mark Daly.
I think I do. That's why I think she's lying. She's probably begging that man to stay with her.
I want to hear Mark Daly.
I want to hear his side. He don't want her. He don't want to be on this show. She probably begging him to stay with her. Because I seen in one of the episodes, he gonna file for divorce. He don't want to be married.
All that. Hold on for a second. Hold on, please. Can you please hold on for a second, please? Thank you so much. Thank you for holding. Switch. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on for a second, please. Let me switch. Okay. Hello? Okay. I did it right this time. I broke this phone so many times I got to yesterday. So, we want to hear from Mark. Like, I want to hear him say he wants counseling. I want to hear him say that he wants to work it out. I just want to hear from him.
We just hearing it from Kenya Moore's mouth. And I remember she told Andy Cohen, ignoring behind that, and you could tell Andy Cohen, like, I really don't believe that. That's why people lying. That's why Kandi, Burruss, and Cynthia talking to her, because I don't think they really believe it either, because they know him personally. they do stuff off camera, so they be like, we don't believe that. How he act is like he really don't want you. She just trying to stay. She probably trying to have another baby and try to stay that marriage because she don't want to get divorced. But it's nothing wrong with getting divorced. If somebody don't want you and they treat you like crap, leave them alone.
Yep.
But she did sign around here because they didn't don't have a freedom.
The longer she
get some of her money.
The longer she stayed married to him, the more he can get from her, because the lawyer told her, like, you guys haven't been married that long, so the court is not going to let him get half. But unless she get him to sign the prenup agreement or an agreement in custody, if she can get him to sign that, then that's cool. Then she can stay. But the longer she stay with him, the more he has claim to what she has.
And I don't think he'll sign that freedom, because I remember he said he don't believe in freedom and all that stuff.
He's wild, y'all. He's wild.
Because I heard that he was in debt, and a debt that's magically disappeared. So I don't know if she paid off. I don't know what happened with his debt.
Mm-hmm.
But I said he doesn't really want to be in a show, because he should. If he was smart, he would have been promoting his restaurants on the show.
I know. Have her come. Well, if it wasn't the pandemic, he should have been had Kenya in that restaurant with the baby and everything. And it just seems so. Their relationship seems so awkward and so weird. Like it does. And I don't ever want to say that she paid for this man, but that's what the story is, you know. But I don't know how Kenya got herself locked up into this man. But you know, the last guy she was dating, he wasn't shit either. So you already know.
He wasn't. Y'all know she's engaged to that other guy before. He wasn't nothing, and he said that she paid him. And
then the abusive guy that she was with.
Oh man, I don't know.
What's his name? The abusive guy, Tommy or something, like Jordan, Matt Jordan. He was abusive. He got all types of records. He's been in a crazy house for a minute. You know what I mean? And maybe she just have bad choice and men. But I know, Ralph, I know you don't believe it, but I think she like women a little bit, though. I do.
She could be bisexual. You never know.
She might, yeah.
I don't know her personally, so I don't know. She could be bisexual.
She just got that look. She
wasn't flirt with LaToya like that, because I know people who ain't bisexual.
Yeah.
And they don't play that. We ain't gonna be doing that flirt and nothing like that. They don't play it. She probably is bisexual. I said, Kenya.
Facts. Well, thank you. What'd you say?
I just want to see you. I want to see more of these people's life. And oh yeah, I forgot about you, Sidora. She's forgettable.
Oh, you're so messed up. You're so messed up for that.
I mean, to be honest, I think she said her husband don't act stuff for the show. Because in the episode, she said that's the worst argument they ever had on the engagement. Because you know they was arguing.
Yeah.
I said that's the worst argument I ever had on TV. And y'all saw all the stuff on TV.
Yeah. I believe that husband be tearing up that damn house, if you ask me.
And her mother needs to mind her business, but she keeps telling her mother everything.
Her mother's
always in the business. And like you said, they are double teaming him.
Yep.
And he doesn't like that, because she be mad at his sister or somebody his family was doing that to her. And everybody will feel sorry for her because she's a woman. But it should go equally. Tell your mother to mind her business, then your mother back to Chicago.
Yeah, your mama's in my business. I know. Your mama's in my business. She's in my business. Can't you see, girl?
My mother's looking at you, she said, I want to get your business. I say neutral. You're a grown woman. I said, I'm in my 20s. I said, these you older than me.
I know.
My mother is just right there, right front and center. Send your mother back home. That's all you got to do.
Yep. Thank you, Tia. I appreciate your call. Happy New Year's, and thank you for all the information that you have, because, girl, you know you are like a library all day, every day.
Yes. Happy New Year's, everybody. Stay blessed, everybody.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you, sweetheart. God bless. Peace. That's my girl, Tia. Please tell me. Okay, I put this on hold. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up, Mary? It's Dave Hart, Bay Boy 925.
Hey, what's up? Callie's in the building. Bay's in the building. What's going on? What's your thoughts on the show?
California. I really don't too much watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've watched a little bit of it. But I want to kind of touch on that Mormon stuff with Salt Lake City. I had a friend I used to work with that was a Mormon, And he explained it to me the reason why a lot of older Mormons and fundamental Mormons don't like black people is because when Mormons first got started, they said that black people were the offspring of Cain. Cain is the one who killed his brother Abel in the Bible.
Yep.
And there was some kind of mark that was placed on his head, or so people would distinguish him from everybody else so that he could be embarrassed. But in the Mormon tradition and religion, it wasn't a mark. They changed his skin color black, and then they gave him nappy hair. So that right there is why fundamental LDS, most of the older generation does not care for black people because we're quote-unquote cursed. And up until the mid-1970s, a black person couldn't even join or be a part of the Mormon religion or faith.
Yep. All right. Thank you for that bit of information. What else do you want to add to the situation? What do you think about Kenya Moore and Miss LaToya Forever playing kissing sisters while they got husbands?
Man, I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't make it no secret. I'm part of the LGBT community too. But I feel like a lot of people do stuff just for ratings. I feel like Kenya will do whatever so she can hold that peach and stay on that show. And she might be a little kissing lesbian or whatever, but I don't think she's probably, gone as far as like Porsha or Kandi or somebody to really, out here eating boxes and, dipping in the lady pond.
But do you think there's a double standard? Because if it was two men acting like they was kissing brothers and they had wives at home, would people be wilding out?
I mean, yeah, it's two men. I mean, men joke around like that a lot, but, it's never really anything serious. Yeah, but if two men definitely started flirting and, acting like they wanted each other on television, it will get people talking, especially in the black community. But, yeah, I just think it's just for ratings. I think probably Kenya Moore, everything she does is probably for ratings. She's very tactical like that.
What do you feel about Kandi Burruss? Do you think she needs to go or she could stay?
I think Kandi is a snake.
No, you didn't!
Yes, I do. I respect her as a businesswoman. I love a black person, a black woman that, is getting their own money and don't need nobody for nothing, and she can take care of her, Todd, everybody else. But I don't know. It's something about Kandi to me that just rubs me the wrong way. Even when she's trying to come after her ex-husband for not paying child support, Kandi Burruss on the internet, her net worth says she's like $35 million in the bank. Why is she even going there or even coming after a deadbeat? If she was really real and was about her, she wouldn't even be worried about no Block or whoever the hell or nobody else. You know what I mean? Everything, it just seems like a front.
You went there, baby.
Even the way she tried to do Phaedra. I mean, they was on the show with mess and gossip. Things stay in the street. You know what I mean? Like, she tried to railroad her and act like, that was the worst thing that ever happened to her. And if it was so painful to her, why did she go on a whole dungeon tour, Mary?
I don't know.
She went on a whole dungeon tour. If something was so stressful to you, and then, I don't know nothing about no drugs. I ain't never do nothing about no drugs or nothing like that. And then she gonna go on a whole dungeon. I almost called you a beat. Mary, she came to San Francisco and Oakland on a dungeon. When I seen Kandi Burruss on a dungeon tour, I thought to myself, she said that was so traumatic to her, and it was such a big lie. Why would she even promote something like that wasn't even, you know what I mean? So I don't even, Kandi to me, I feel like even the way she tried to do her show Escape, the other girls, like she was the best in the group. She can't even sing as good as the other girls in the group, and she helped the group out.
Oh my God! Oh, you're just going in. But you know what? I gotta agree with you on that situation with the dungeon situation. But I think that Kandi said that she's gonna turn that sour situation and then make tour and go on a dungeon tour. But you facts with the situation. If you're hurt so bad, why would you even have a dungeon tour? Because I guess she felt like now, because that was the big thing, that was the big story. So now she felt like she can make money off the situation. So I think that Phaedra should have been back on the show.
I think Phaedra should be back on the show too, because I see what you're saying. You know, make lemons lemonade, like what Miss her mama said about Todd.
Oh yeah.
But it's people that's been through like real life situations, and they would never try to make it into a tour. People have been all kind of things. You know, I don't want you to stay monetized, child. So I ain't gonna say it.
Okay, thank you.
People have been through a lot of stuff, and you don't try to, you know, make a tour out of your hurt and your pain and what's going on with you. So I always gave that situation kind of the side eye.
But I understand that, what you're saying, and I agree on that part. I agree on that, but sometimes people do turn their pain into art. That's why we have painters, that's why we have musicians and things like that. But it was very hypocritical. I would never film with her, and if she comes back on the show, blah blah blah. But then she made a dungeon tour, because then she actually, you know, threw it. It's just like she's throwing it into her face. Oh, you tried to come at me for that, but look, I'm gonna make a tour out the dungeon. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be nasty. I'm gonna get paid, and I think that's what she turned that situation into a positive for herself. Because a lot of people think that, you know, maybe she be doing that. You know they call Kandi and Todd swingers and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. It just didn't sit well with me. I'm personally not that kind of person. I've been through a lot of my life too, but I'm not taking it on tour. I honestly think she was mad at Phaedra when she did that thing with Johnny, her assistant, that she didn't pay, or how she didn't pay him the right way when he got legal counsel from Phaedra. And I think that was that payback, how she blew it up to make that a big deal, so she didn't have to see Phaedra no more.
Yep. Oh, well, Grace Turner says Kandi ain't going nowhere ever. Bravo is embedded to her because of the rape rumor. So, you know.
What? How would Bravo be indebted to her because of the rape rumor? Bravo didn't start the rape rumor. And even Phaedra and Porsha didn't start the rape rumor. That was like some like fly-by-night tea that somebody talked about on the street. And then Phaedra ended up bringing what she heard to Porsha, and that's how that got started. They didn't, you know, conspire or sit down and be like, you know, like some Potomac, like that's not Chris' real baby type stuff. It was just around town tea that ended up getting brought to the table. And I definitely, I'm gonna be off of Kandi because she's so boring. But Kenya, I almost don't feel sorry for her either, if you really want to be honest, because she has a certain type, and she goes for a certain kind of complexion, and, you know, she wants your nose to look this kind of way, and she wants you to be that and this. And whenever she goes for that type, it seems like she gets dogged out. And, yeah. And that's why I don't feel sorry for her at all. She's like a certain type of nigga that keep on doing her in.
What do you think about Cynthia Bailey?
It was colorist what she said. When she used to go back, the episode where she went back to that sperm bank, and she was saying he had to have a small nose, you know, light skin, like all that. That was just stupid to me.
Yep, that became a big deal too as well when she was with, you know, the other dude. I think he's a hairdresser, I'm not sure, and he sings. And they went to the sperm bank, and she wanted someone, you know, with nice hair, nice eyes, nice nose. You know, people.
What is nice hair, nice eyes, nice nose? That means light skinned with lighter eyes, and like that was stupid to me.
Well, she did find a man like that, Mark Daly.
Yeah, and Mark hit her bad. Her guy Matt, he was tall, you know, lighter skin. He ended up beating her down. Yeah, when you look for a certain type, you might get a certain type of problem.
Okay, hold on for a second, please.
Awesome.
Can you please hold? Thank you so much. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Okay, I think the other person hung up, but yeah, I can hear you.
But yeah, that's all I was, I think Drew, I think she's fake. I think she's definitely an actress.
She is an actress.
She is an actress. I remember she was T-Boz in the TLC biopic.
Yep.
That was cute. But, yeah, I don't believe her husband was gone for 3 days. Any black bitch in America, your husband gone for 3 days. That's divorce time. That's white. That's stupid white girl stuff. That don't even make no sense.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything else you would like to add? Happy New Year's, by the way.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Thank you.
But, I feel like our RHOA, hopefully it's not on its way out. I hate when, especially black people, when we do that thing, something new, Potomac is on the street, so that means Real Housewives of Atlanta could go somewhere. Like, I feel like there's a lot of different franchises where there are Caucasian people, and nobody would say, Beverly Hills or, New Jersey has to go because Beverly Hills is a show now, or New York has to go because Orange County. I feel like, we have 2 black shows on the Housewives, and we should support them both. But Atlanta just needs to step it up a bit and stop trying to be Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and just be what it was in the beginning.
Amen. Facts.
But yes, that's it, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.
You too as well. Thank you, Bay Boy, calling from the Bay Area. Thank you.
What's up, Peace Squad? Peace Squad in the building. What's up?
Amen. Peace Squad. Bay Boy in the building.
Hey, Mary, I be looking for these notifications. Like, I be on bending knees. Like, she gonna do one, she ain't gonna do one. And what the hell you start doing them for at like 3 o'clock on a Thursday now or on a Wednesday? You messing me up.
Because it was a holiday time, so I was trying to get some videos in early because at the night I had to do this, I had to do that. So and then I have some audience, some of my peep squads, they can't even do late night like they do the daytime. You know what I mean? So I tried to mix it in, try to do a daytime here and a nighttime here, stuff like that. Because I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. And everybody be like, oh my God, it's too late. I can't stay up that late.
I don't go to bed until like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Facts.
But I'm gonna let you go though.
All right, amen. God bless. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bay Boy's in the building. I did have another call, but I think they hung up, or maybe I didn't hit the button. I don't know where Norris Tony's at, because he said he tried to call, but I don't know freaking the area code, because I would call him. But yeah, that's the situation. So it's, yeah, there's a whole lot of drama going on. There's so much stuff I got to catch up, but New Year's was crazy for me. It was crazy. Like, I did some shit that I didn't think that I was ever going to do. I was doing too much. So, I don't think people want to see Real Housewives of Atlanta go. They just want to see the show be better. Bravo is the one that's messing it up. They got rid of the wrong people. Facts. Charles. What's up, Charles? What's going on? Yeah, Mary Jane. Same. Amen. Grace Turner basically saying that the pandemic done woke up people's eyes and people are seeing who Andy is for real. Robinson, they are absolutely disgusting for that. They tried that plot line. They have never. Okay, answer. I don't know where my boy Norris is at. Hey, what's up, Felicia Butler's in the building. Mississippi's in the house. MISS. Mississippi, baby. What's going on?
What's up, Mary? How you doing?
How you doing, Felicia?
I'm fine, and yourself. Happy New Year to you and the Peace Squad.
Amen. Happy New Year's to you, baby. What's going on? Hold on, before we get started, there's a new show that's on the OWN network, and it's about Mississippi. You know any of them women? I don't even know the name of the show. I don't know if you've seen it.
You talking about Bell Collector? It's gonna be out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes. Do you know them people?
No, I don't, because I don't go to Jackson that often.
I gotta call some of my Jackson people, find out. You think that's gonna be a good show?
To me, so far, when I watch the preview, it looks like I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be pretty good. That typical Jackson folks.
Yeah, because I want to see real Mississippi, though. They better not bring us no fake shit. Show us some real Mississippi now. We know Mississippi right? Women don't play around. They don't got time for games. They're strictly for their family and their business. If you come in between any of that, you might be in a casket. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, because I want you to review that show.
I think I am.
Want to ask you about this show.
I think I am. I one episode already came out, so I'm gonna do a little small thing on it. But I was like, I want to see real Mississippi. I want to see Mississippi.
Me too. But they had a pre-premiere show was on the YouTube channel last week, but it actually premiered January the 15th.
Oh, okay, yep. So I'm a watch that, put that into my schedule, and then I just wanted to see. I'm gonna have to call my peoples in Jackson and let me know if they know. I know my people know these ladies, so I'm gonna call my peoples that represent Jackson. That represent Jackson, Mississippi. The hair one, because I got so many people that work at Jackson State University. Jackson State, Mississippi is the ish. So I gotta do a group text and find out. So what you think about this episode? What you think about kissing Kenya and LaToya? What you think about Cynthia? What you think about Kandi? What you think?
Kenya do anything for the show. Kenya trying to bring because she good for the show, but as her being she the shade assassin and stuff.
Yep.
But she know she trying to do this for Toya attention. And I believe that Toya gonna end up being her lapdog.
Ooh.
And I'm proud of Kandi. Every time I see her, she checking Kenya. I like when she check Kenya every time. That was her friend supposed to be. Robyn better say no.
Yep. That's what Robyn need to do. Hey, shorty, that's what Robyn need to do. For real, for real.
And then Drew, she do a mess like her husband. I'm surprised he ain't left her yet.
I'm trying to tell you, that mama in the house. But he crazy too, though. You can tell, you can look at him and say, you can just look at him and say there's something off. And it's his childhood that's off, that he's carrying that pain of his childhood. And Drew's not helping. And why does she not know about his childhood? Why does the counselor have to bring out his childhood? She been married to this guy for how many years and got kids with him, and she don't know about his childhood and his mother apologizing to him when he left and went to go move with his father. The mother got evicted. He was homeless. She didn't know that shit. Like, what's going on? Why are you guys playing in our face, Bravo?
I know, right? That's why I was thinking, like, you been with man for X, Y, Z years. You don't know the real deal of him. You just doing it just for being an actor because you are an actress. You want to bring anything to the show to boost a rating, even though the ratings are down.
I know. So we got her. What do you think about Kenya Moore shading the shit out of Sidora?
Kenya ain't up for a miserable person.
I knew you was gonna say that.
She get on my nerves sometimes. She good for the show. Her and Nene is the same person. Same personality. Because only reason she comes for you because I think Kenya, like my old folks say, I think Kenya is kind of color scroll. I don't want to say that, but to me, it seems like she always messes with the lighter people on the show. Look how she did Ken Fields. She treated Ken Fields like Sugar Hunt iced tea.
She dog Ken Fields out. So what do you think about Kandi? You like the way that Kandi's checking the situation. Do you think Cynthia Bailey still got something to give us?
Cynthia, only thing she just got to give us is that wedding. Everything else, she don't have anything to give. Why she still on this show? You been on this show ever since season 3. You the only housewife, don't got married, divorced, and then married again. We tired of seeing that shit. Just show your other side like your modeling and you try to promote this, how your peace believing doing and stuff. We tired of seeing the marriages.
Well, she did. Remember, she had the Bailey agency. That I don't know whatever happened to the Bailey agency. A lot of people started complaining about the Bailey agency. I don't know if she still has it. She tried that part. She did come in very strong. She had a lot going on. And then her and Kenya Moore would go back and forth because she had Kenya Moore as a judge. But I guess we're going to have to see more of her relationship with Mike. I don't know what else. And she can also be like the mother of the show because she's the oldest. And, you know, basically school and chill with the young ladies. But I don't know what else. I like Cynthia. You know what I mean? I do like Cynthia. I ain't going to even lie. But I like the OGs. Like, I'm so, like, it's hard. You know, I don't see Nene. That's hard, too. But now if you remove another OG, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I know, right? But she need to step her A-game just a little bit more. She let these young folks taking over. You the OG of the show. You supposed to bring the pain, bring the drama. You see how Kenya trying to bring the drama, even though she paid for a man 1, 2, 3 times, and no man don't want him. You might as well try with a woman.
But listen to this. When it comes to Kenya Moore, right? Kenya Moore is following the suit of how Housewives go down. You come on, you got a peach, the shit ain't gonna be easy. So she's the only one, but I guess she likes LaToya for some certain reason. She likes LaToya, but she's following the protocol, is not letting a new peach slip through. Like, we're gonna bring some shit out of you, and that's what she's doing to Drew, where the rest of the ladies is given a pass. But if you go back to the last scene of the episode where you have, you know, Cynthia Bailey and you have Kandi, they really felt like they were out of place at Porsha's party because it felt like older. So, you know, they're going to have to step it up. They are going to have to step it up. And the way that Wendy from Potomac, she came in there, she got her peach and she had an easy, carefree season. Like, she didn't have to do that much because they gave her the pass. But usually you're supposed to work hard for that damn peach. You just don't get it handed to you. So Kenya's, even though I don't like Kenya coming for Drew, because I like Drew, but Kenya's doing what she's supposed to do and how they always have done it and how it's always has been. And on top of that, you protecting your peach at the same time because you can let a newcomer in come and take your peach. And that's what it seemed like that almost went down with, you know, Robyn. Robyn almost got her peach snatched, you know?
Sure did. She been born ever since day one.
Oh, Lord. No, you did. You was like,
she said get her champagne glass snatched. While she sitting around here trying to diss Monique, you need to worry about your own champagne glass. Monique had her champagne glass and cracked it, told them mugs. She quit.
She quit, like she walked away with her head up high, and you guys wasn't going to be able to dog her out. And I don't need this paycheck. I ain't desperate for it.
Robyn stay in the project of the time. She need every penny of it. And then Toya, she give me a sour taste in my mind. She looking like she's doing too much for this show, and you ain't nothing but a friend. You need to learn some tips from Marlo. Marlo been a friend of the show for years.
I know, and Marlo don't even got a freaking peach.
And then you come for that girl, oh, you like older men. So what she like older men? I need me a sugar daddy. Your husband don't even want you. Y'all separated. You need to stay on YouTube and do the YouTube video because these girls ain't gonna come for you like that.
Nope, they're not. Not at all.
And Kenya, she PO'd me because she tried to diss Porsha like that state, black lives don't matter, she don't want to invite me. Why am I invite somebody who I do not like to
to my sister's surprise party. My sister do not fool with it at all. Why I'm gonna do that? No, Lauren did right not to bite it. Then she want to talk all that crap. That's why you end up predicting if you win that.
I don't know why they won't give Marlo a peach. What do you think about Sidora and her dysfunctional relationship? Do you believe it's real? Or is it fake? Are they both acting?
They acting for the camera because you should know that what your husband's been through before you put it on camera before the world is see. And then her mama need to mind her bitch to let her daughter have her privacy. You can't train your daughter how to treat her husband. You need to worry about your own relationship.
Facts. Thank you so much. What else do you want to add? What do you think about the new girl Fallon? What do you think about LaToya Forever? She too much or she too less?
She too much. She try to do too much. Like I told you earlier, she should have took notes from Marlo. Being a friend for a show for years. And Fallon, I like her. She pretty to me. I'm glad she kept it classy and kept it smooth because you know how Porsha, I'm surprised she ain't like Shamir.
I think the episode when Fallon invited, Porsha and Tanya Sams and Lauren to the house, I thought that was the highlight of the episode. I just think that the way they got along, how they threw each other in the water, then she gave them gifts and everything. I think she's a classy woman.
Yeah.
No, I think she's a classy woman. I like Fallon too. But at the same time, in between time, you can't keep giving all the new people a pass because then the new people might end up with your peach. So therefore, you can't make it easy because none of these ladies that entered the show, when we talk about Nene Leakes, you talk about Kenya, you talk about Kandi Burruss, Cynthia Bailey, Porsha Williams, they went through some shit. You know what I mean? They went through some stuff. And it seems like now all the new people, they're just giving them, the easy way. Oh, here we go. Like, they're not really testing whether they're built for the show, whether their storyline is real before you can play that game. And I think that's what is missing too. And you're missing, Nene Leakes because, we got Kenya Moore coming at Porsha's, but, Kenya had way more shit up her sleeve for Nene, and Nene had shit up her sleeve for, Kenya Moore. And then after how that finished, it was just like, damn, you never have a conclusion with Fade, you never have that conclusion. They just keep getting rid of people before they need to.
Yeah, but then Kenya's that what she's trying. She just stepped on her A gun out being a particular actor. They're doing stuff for the show. Just like Potomac need to take notes because you don't let your newcomers come easy. Like when the winter came in there, brown nose, and they see Drew not.
Mm-hmm. And what else you want to add? What else did you think about this episode, Felicia?
Oh my God, I had to watch it twice because it's just how boring it was. I like the little baby doll that P. Lara got.
Oh, that was pretty. That was nice. Rosa Parks doll. That was nice.
No, they're gonna worth some money if they keep it clean. Yeah, that's all I had to add to the show. I hope they step it up because we don't have enough of two black franchises of the Housewives, and we gotta support them both. Everybody has to support our black house shows. But they just need to step it up this season with Nene or no Nene.
Facts, yeah. They need to, we're on the 4th episode and there was nothing like, wow, like, there was nothing that happened. Like, you want to stop immediately and say, hey, listen, this just happened. Nothing yet.
I think this just was a filler episode. Would it really go down except a supposedly surprise engagement? But they just need to step it up. That's all I have to say. Y'all have a happy New Year. Y'all have a blessed day and a good night.
You too. Amen. Thank you, Felicia Butler, on the check-in from Mississippi. Tell us exactly what part of Mississippi you from, baby.
Hattiesburg,
Mississippi in the house. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, you're probably right about that situation, Charles. The biggest episode is the Strippergate situation, yeah. And then that played out before the show even started. So that's the situation. But we'll see how that plays out because, the Monique and, the Candace situation played out, a year before the show even, we saw it. And it was still, impactful. So let's see if the Strippergate situation gonna be impactful. This is where Kenya is gonna really come through. There ain't gonna be no games at all. Thank you, Shorty B. I appreciate you. Happy days. Tia, Dr. Grayson. Check Strippergate boring as hell too. Robinson. Good night, Shorty. Good night, Shorty. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate it. If there ain't no more phone calls, we gonna call it a night because there is some piping hot shit going on. And I was so mad that I was just so tired. Let me tell you, New Year's, I am drained. New Year's didn't kill me. Yes, happy days. We need more than that. Amen. We had some filler episodes. I am not phone person, Dave. I show my support here in the chat. That's what he does. One day, something's going to happen. He going to call in. That's what happens with everybody. That be that one day something happens and they want to say something. They got something to say. And Ralph is going to call in one day because something's going to pop. And I don't know where Mr. Norris Tony's at. Oh, Michigan's in the house. Michigan's in the house. Who's this? Is this Norris Tony in the building?
Yeah, finally I got through.
I'm so glad you did. I messed up because I had the do not disturb button on. But what's going on, Norris Tony? Michigan, Happy New Year's.
Same to you, Queen.
Say thank you so much. So what you think about the episode? Tell me what's on your mind.
Yeah, I like Fallon. I think she cool. She cool people. And, Marlo, she's staying out of trouble so far, so that's a good thing. And then you got Porsha. I'm so happy and proud of her for what she's doing. She's showing a lot of growth. And, Kandi, I like how Kandi getting in Kenya, but somebody needs to check her and calm her down a little bit because I think she just wants drama for no reason. I think she just wants drama with Porsha for nothing. It's like Porsha ain't did nothing to you or even thinking about you since that reunion, and you just want drama with her. You just looking for somebody to pick on, and she not even giving Drew Sidora a chance either. She just going in on her. I just feel like, to me, that's like a sign of desperation. You so desperate for a storyline that you willing to pick on people just to get it. Hold on. I feel like she needs to grow up. If you gonna get into some drama, let it come naturally. Don't just sit up there and go fishing and being thirsty for it. You better than that. So, you need to. And then her and LaToya, if she do, hook up with LaToya, that I wouldn't be surprised. Because I don't know if you remember this, but she did a movie, I think in the late 90s, early 2000s, called Trurist. You remember that movie?
I ain't never seen no movie with Kenya Moore, but keep going.
Yeah, but she had a threesome. She played a wife in that movie, and her husband had a threesome with a lady in that movie. So it's Trois. I think the movie is called Trurist. I can't say it right, but that word is like meaning threesomes or menage a trois. I think that's what that word is. But his actor, I can't say his last name, but I know his first name is Gary. He a black actor. He light skinned, but yeah, she hooked up with him and a woman in that movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if she dipped in the lady pond. Maybe LaToya might, LaToya might treat her better than the man she done been with. She might have her feel-good moment. But yeah, I feel like Kenya, she doing too much. And I don't blame Lauren for not inviting her. I think Lauren made a good decision by not inviting her. You know, because like you said, she would have came there and started some unnecessary trouble. But yeah, Kandi, she's starting to, like I said, she's still, you know, on the boring side, but I think that she's starting to step up, especially when it comes to calling King out on her stuff. And Cynthia, I think Cynthia, she's doing too much, you know, more than usual about this wedding situation. You know, you finally got a good man. Why don't you just, I don't know why she didn't just fall back and relax and just let the wedding come natural. Why are you just sitting up there acting so uptight, acting like you having a midlife crisis? You know, it's like you act like you on menopause or something like that. Like, calm down, Cynthia. That man ain't going nowhere. He gonna marry you. Well, eventually he did, but it's like I think she made a bigger deal of the situation than she should have. You know, but I'm glad they're married, though. Hopefully he treat her right, you know, because like he said on the show, he wasn't good to some of his other women that he done been with in the past.
Facts.
But Cynthia, I think she's a huge upgrade from his past women, so. And he a huge upgrade from Peter, because Peter, him and her, to me, never looked like a good couple in the first place. That was the odd couple to me. You know, I don't dislike Peter, but like I said, her and Mike look better together. So so they upgraded when they got with each other. I was gonna talk about LaToya. LaToya, she to me she being extra, read all about it. I think she doing way too much. She coming in too strong. We need to see her husband and what he about or something like that, because I don't dislike her. I think she's a pretty young woman. I like her. I mean, she seemed cool, but she just talking too much, and I think she needs to just fall back and have several seats and observe the situation and what's going on before she be throwing her 2 cents in. Because it's like she going to be the next Candace if she don't watch herself, you know, popping off at the mouth. So like I said, she needs to watch herself. But I think she's doing that because she want a peach. I think she really wants that peach.
Of course, everybody that's on the show want a peach, baby.
But it's only 4 episodes in, and I feel like she just doing too much. We don't know. All we know about her is that she likes to throw shade, and she's up Kenya's behind, and you know, it's like we don't know enough about you yet. You know, we haven't had a real introduction to you. It's like you like to be Kenya's minion, and she just throwing shade out of nowhere, coming at these women. It's like you don't know these women. And calm down and take a chill pill.
She started off before she even got on the show. You know, the first thing that she did was come for Nene. Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's looking for. She want that peach, baby. She gonna do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Yes. Yeah. If she keep that up, she gonna be LaToya temporary. I don't see anything forever about her if she don't change. Because it's like, I want to know more about your background. I want to know more about you. I wish Bravo or production would bring in her husband so we could show us her life, so we could see how they are at home. And you know, it's nice to see Tanya, but I know Tanya ain't gonna be on there too long.
I know.
I don't think she should have came back at all. Because it's like a waste of time. We see you, and then this stripper gate situation got you running like a bat out of hell. I'm just like, girl, if you did something, own up to it. That man to me looks better than Paul. He's a huge upgrade from Paul. Number one, and number two, maybe that would make Paul step up to the plate and marry you like you want him to. But yeah, if you ain't did nothing, defend yourself. You know, stand up for yourself and be like, I didn't do anything, so back off.
You know, and if you did, and you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm telling you what happened. So I don't have to prove myself to any of y'all. I know what I did and what I didn't do, and just stand up in your truth. And Porsha, I don't think Porsha really care about that strippergate situation because she's single and she needed her. If something did happen with her and that stripper, then she deserved to have her feel good moment because, like I said, he's a huge upgrade from Dennis. If he could swing his hot dog from every stray and sweet chick out there in Atlanta, then Porsha deserved to get her some too. But Drew, her marriage, oh my goodness.
I know. Is it real or are they playing us?
I think it's real dramatic. It's just too much. It's just like already we seeing more bad than good. It's like, but then again, she did say like 2 episodes ago that they weren't even together a year before they got married. They got married less than a year of being together. So that lets me know that they did not have no premarital counseling. Number one, they didn't know each other long enough. They didn't take the time necessary to know each other. It's like, how you gonna marry somebody? I think in like 6 or 7 months. I think she said they got married. I'm like, girl, was the loving that good? Was his looks that good? What was about him that made you just all of a sudden want to jump into a marriage? It is like you didn't take the proper steps of the time that you needed to get to know him. Because if you did, you would know. You probably would have, you probably wouldn't have married him if you know that he had mommy issues. It's like you got mommy issues, baby. I mean, he got mommy issues, and it's like, a man with mommy issues, I just don't think that women should get involved with them. Period. Because if you got issues with your mama, you don't have issues with the woman that you try to be with. You know, so. And then that's so weird that he has videos or cameras around the house recording her and the children and the mama.
Yep,
I just feel like, why you got that around the house for? Do you not trust her? That just shows insecurity right there. I'm just like, that's a red flag to me. And then him being gone for 3 days, that's too much. They shouldn't be together behind that. And mama need to get out the house. She been out the house, or been in that house too long. Her being there do not help the situation at all. It's time for mama to go home, and if you need mama to, babysit the kids, you can take the kids over to her house. And y'all can have the alone time that y'all need, but she don't need to be in that house in their business. It's like once you get married to somebody, there's nothing wrong with asking your parent or your close relatives for advice or for their opinion. But it's like you don't want them there in your house getting all in your business. And then you run into them telling them your business. And you making them insert that, you giving them a pass or a reason to insert themselves in your business because you telling them. So that's why I said that marriage, I think that marriage is, that marriage was a mistake. And they might not last too long because they didn't take the time to get to know each other, and then they got mama interfering, and it's just like, to me, that's a recipe for disaster. And where's his family at? Why they ain't came around? It's like, where they at?
His father just passed away. His father just passed away, and I don't think he has a good relationship with his mother.
See, another reason not to marry, a main reason right there not to marry him. Because a man will treat you like he treat his mama.
And he definitely, he's doing that. He is doing that.
So it's like they need to get. I'm glad they taking counseling. I don't know if counseling's gonna help them, but like I said, I hope it does. If not, they need to break up. And I don't want that for them, or I really want that, but it's like they shouldn't have, to me, I don't feel like they should have got married in the first place.
He needs to work
know,
on the childhood trauma, because the childhood trauma is affecting his life. So he needs to work on that childhood trauma. He needs to be going to counseling with his mama and everything else like that. And then I guarantee you the shit will be easy with him and Drew once he can forgive and understand his mother.
And I don't even think she don't even know the mama. I don't even think I don't know if she met the mama, but it's like, you know, like I said, he do need to go to counseling with his mama and him. And I think him, her, and Drew, Drew and her mama all need to sit down and, you know, maybe go to family therapy together or get to know each other. You know, so they can see for themselves how his mama is. You can't just go by what he say. And Drew can maybe, if she see them together, maybe she'll be like, okay, this is where the drama coming from. This is why he's doing the things that he's doing or going through the drama that he's going through. So it's like, but to me, this relationship is a red flag.
Facts.
It's flatline. It's gonna go flatline. Just like some of these people on the show, if they don't step up the drama, this season gonna be flatlined.
Just hold on 1 second. Dr. Grayson, he's talking about Toya and Ralph's relationship, and it looks magnificent on IG. And I did do, you know, a little part about their relationship when they first entered, you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I was like, it just seems so weird that on this show, everything's all messed up. He's this, he's that. He's leaving, he's bouncing. They're arguing. They're on their anniversary. You know, they're arguing. She's shutting the door. She's crying. But you go to that Instagram, you go to their pages, they're happy, they're in love. So this is where I think people are trying to get getting confused whether they really do have a good relationship or not, because on this show it just seemed really dramatic, but then on Instagram they're together, they're having a good time, they got the kids, they got piano going, they're doing all types of concerts. So it's a really big difference from what they display on Instagram and what they display on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But we also know that there's editing.
Yeah, that is the case. And then they haven't been filming this show for long. Didn't film the show a year in advance like normal. So, but they did film it last year. So maybe they, you know, thought maybe if their relationship is good on Instagram, maybe they thought about, okay, maybe that counseling could be helping them if they're still taking it, because it's like, maybe they look back and was like, you know what, we made a fool of ourselves on these cameras. And, you know, these cameras don't show us in a different light. So we need to get on a bad light. So we need to get on Instagram, and we need to let people know that we happy and don't really, you know, pay attention to what we do on the show.
Well,
maybe, like you said, could be an act.
Well, she said tonight on Watch What Happens Live that the reason why she wasn't live, you know, with Andy or whatever, because, you know, her and her husband are on vacation. So she said, yes, he took me to the beach. So we at a beach, so they're vacationing together right now. That's what she said tonight.
Oh, yeah. That is, but...
Well, we know what we see, and the shit look crazy. Yeah. The shit look crazy. What are you guys doing? The shit look crazy on TV. I don't care what you say, the shit looks crazy, right?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yes, facts.
It ain't even been a whole season.
I mean, it just started off like crazy. Like, we didn't even get a chance to be like, oh, she got a good man or he got a good woman. They just went into it. Hey, what's up, Gemstone? So it just went crazy. So, yeah, they need to, you know, what we only are, you know, speaking on what we see and what they put and what they giving us on Real Housewives of Atlanta looks really bad.
A hot mess. I think Drew know that she got that piece. She's trying to do what she can to keep it. So
amen.
Like, maybe this my best way of keeping it. If I ain't gonna have no drama with Kenya, then which I think she's supposed to have some drama with her later on in the season. So, but for right now, we gonna see the crazy. We gonna see the ups and downs with the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
What a way to start the new year.
Right?
The Instagram stuff.
Hey, Information Man, please go check out his channel. Please check out Ralph's channel. Please check out Norris Tony YouTube channel. Please show these content creators some love. The Information Man Show, Norris Tony YouTube channel, and Ralph Esco YouTube channel. Show them some love and some support, baby. So what do you think? Thank you so much. I appreciate you all the time, Tony. So what is your thoughts on this episode? Was it boring or was it not?
Shoot, I missed most episodes, so shoot, it wasn't that entertaining to me. I'm just knowing about it because of your review, basically. That's what I'm probably gonna do. It. I mean, unless they step up the drama, I might, watch half the episodes or watch what I feel like watching, and then come to your reviews and listen to what you got to say.
Oh, you're so sweet. It was hard to watch.
More life.
It was hard to watch. It took me 2 hours to watch this. It was so hard. I kept finding, so many other better things to do. I think it could have been a really better episode if, they could have made more out of the episode with Kenya and Porsha. Lauren could have called up Kenya and had a conversation with her. But you already know, if Kenya would have showed up to the event, she was going to shade the shit out of Porsha. We already know that.
Yeah, she petty. She immature. I mean, it's like, I really would have liked her and Porsha talk about that reunion drama. See if they can get to some kind of common ground on where things went wrong and they grow in friendship. I just feel like that her and Porsha at least could have had a conversation before she just started going in on her, talking trash about her. And that, like I said, I think she just thirsty for drama. She just want drama with somebody, and she want to get back at Porsha because of that reunion. I'm like, Kenya, you like getting too old for that. I think you need to set a better example and at least try to have a conversation with the young lady first, and if things don't work out, then if you got to throw the shade to keep that peace, throw that shade. Because, Porsha did say on that Bravo chat that she did, like, Gizelle was going off, which Gizelle really didn't do nothing at that reunion except for curse and Chris. She didn't come for Monique or Karen, but, Porsha supposed to have a meltdown, and she gonna go off, and I see Kenya being the person that's going to make it go off. I see it. So I'm ready. I'm ready for that. And when that happens, then I'll be in tune. And then I'll be glued in, just like the Snake Gate. I think it might be during the skate, or the stripper gate. Not Snake Gate, but stripper gate is when Porsha might get into Kenya. Because, like you said, Kenya's going to be poking at her and Tanya.
Yeah, Porsha said, she mentioned that she's going to go off and she's going to lose herself a little bit. And she keeps, she's going to be bringing it up that, you changed, Porsha, you're different. But she's going to say she's going to have to go off. And I think that she's going to go off on Kenya, of course. That's number one. But I think LaToya is going to catch some of that smoke.
Yeah, because if she keep doing what she doing, Porsha gonna introduce her to some smoke and gonna give her the smoke and the fire.
And it's kind of,
I don't think little. Go ahead.
And it's kind of like weird that LaToya is inviting herself. Ain't nobody inviting her nowhere, but she's inviting herself to, to Cynthia's wedding. She's inviting herself to Porsha's thing and the whole night. Like she wants to be a part of the situation, but she wants to drag him down at the same time. Now, when they all team up on her, it's gonna be a situation. She might think that she's safe with Kenya, but don't get Kandi going. Don't get Cynthia going, because Cynthia is going to get jealous of that relationship LaToya and Kenya has. It's going to come to head.
And that's what Cynthia needs to focus on, Mike. Don't worry about Kenya and LaToya. Just be secure with the friendship that you got with Kenya, okay? Don't let little LaToya come in with no edges, come in and try to mess the situation up. Like somebody said it, I think Dr. Grayson said it best. LaToya is as desperate as them edges. or her edges is desperate as her. That's what Dr. Grayson said. I'm like, I like that comment because that's what she acting like it.
Facts.
And that's why I'm like, Cynthia needs you in your 50s. You too old to be trying to get jealous of another woman trying to be friends with Kenya. Come on now, you got Mike. You got something that those two don't have. You got a man that loves you and your daughter. You know that you happy with. Like, focus on Mike. Don't worry about Kenya. Because like I said, Kenya, word on the YouTube streets is that Kenya is calling Cynthia's. She said that Kenya, or that Cynthia and Mike, you know, relationship is for a storyline, basically. So she kind of throwing shade at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I saw on YouTube, you know, in these YouTube streets, Kenya is throwing shade at them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Kenya ain't being no friend at all. I mean, she just sitting up there shading, you know, Cynthia now. I'm just like, if Kenya keep it up, Kandi might turn against her. You know, she keep it up. And she gonna push Kandi back into Porsha's, you know, good graces. Her and Porsha might gain their friendship back, because I know Kandi forgave Porsha.
Yeah.
So they back friends again. So like I said, Kenya keep it up, she gonna push Kandi right towards Porsha, and her and Porsha gonna be close like they was before. Because I think Porsha learned her lesson, and Kenya gonna be on the outside looking in. So that's why I said, while she got Kandi on her side, she need to, you know, let Kandi be neutral.
Well, you know, Kenya Moore is coming for the top. She's coming for the head top. She's going to be in that HBIC position, and she wants to be the face. She's already the face, but the official face, and she's going for the top. She's going for the top. She ain't playing no games. And if she got to step on whoever she got to step on to get to that top, that's what she gonna do.
And she gonna lose some friends. She could lose some friends in the process.
And you know it.
But yeah, it seemed like outside of this show and that Kenya Moore hair care, it seemed like this show is the only thing she got. Because, you know, Cynthia, like I said, she could do stuff outside of this show if she needed to. And, you know, Kandi, you know Kandi is the richest one probably the richest one on the show. She the most, you know, she's definitely expanded her brand more than these other ladies have. She's more of the legend than these ladies, you know, so that's why I say if Bravo was to, you know, ask Kandi to move on or whatever, if Kandi was to leave or get fired, then like I said, Kandi could go anywhere. I don't think Kandi needs this show, really, to be honest. She's expanded her brand so much, you know, she can get another job probably with the snap of her fingers, or, you know, Bravo can just, you know, they gave her the spinoff with the old lady game. If they ever get to filming that, can film that. But like I said, Kandi won't need this show. I think Kenya needs this show because, like I said, her acting career has fallen flat. It's over, you know, because she ain't acting nothing been in anything in years, a movie or a TV show in years. So it's like this Housewives show is the only thing in that. Kenya Moore hair care is the only thing that she got going. So of course she gonna be thirsty and hungry and desperate, you know, to keep that spot, get to that top, like you said.
Any final words?
I was gonna say that's her own fault for not expanding her brand. But yeah, like I said, I was trying to compliment you earlier when I say I'm gonna be looking out for your reviews on this show, because unless they step up the drama or step up the entertainment, I'm going to be coming here and I'm going to be going by your reviews, because you've given us more life than these ladies are on this show this season.
Thank you so much, but don't count on it, because it was hard to get through this episode.
I know you're going to be reviewing it.
Yeah, I am. But yeah, we're on the 4th episode and it's still dry.
I know, dry like some of them ladies.
I mean, it is dry. But I still support the ladies and whatever. And like I said, like we done saw Nene's kids grow up. We done saw Kandi's kids grow up. Her kid is going to college now. She got a bunch of kids. And Cynthia Bailey, we saw Noelle grow up. We saw Sheree's kids grow up. So like these people kind of like are a part of the ritual on Sunday, but I don't know what's going on. So, you know, I believe once the drama goes down, I just think we want to see them evolve too. I think when it comes to Kenya, since Nene's not there, I just wanted to see more of, Kenya more like not into the shit, not into drama or whatever the case is. But, you know, she got to do what she got to do to keep her peach and keep it. But I just thought it would be more peaceful for her because she was just going back and forth. She was avoiding Nene. I don't want to talk to Nene. I don't forgive her, this and that. Then, you know, they got into it and then boom, she didn't want to give Nene no airtime. And now I'm thinking, okay, like she got a clean slate. There's really nobody she really got a beef with. You know what I mean? Because Porsha don't want to smoke with her. Porsha's trying to avoid Kenya Moore at all costs. So just to see Kenya Moore now be the attack and be the shark that smelled blood in the water is kind of disheartening for me to see, because I wanted to see a more evolved Kenya Moore other than, you know, cracking on people's hair and just being really like nasty with it. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. Yeah. That's what I was expecting to see. So now I know that's not going to happen. Kenya Moore is coming for the top spot. She's going to be in that top spot and she's probably going to get her some spinoff. I think she's working on a spinoff or probably trying to get more, you know, of what she believes that she deserves from this network and from, you know, and acting and everything else. But she's coming for the top and she wants to be on top of the blog. She want to be the top. So that's where she's at right now. And so now I got to roll with that situation. Kenya Moore is coming for the top.
Yeah, she needs to top off Mark. That's what she needs to do something about that situation and, you know, figure that out. You're going to bring his name up on the show and you need to be the HBIC when it comes to him. Make sure he you know, you got full custody of that daughter. Make sure he don't get none of your money. If y'all do get through the divorce, do a boss move and show him who's boss. That's what her main storyline should be. Continue focus on that instead of starting drama with, like you said, with Porsha and trying to raise LaToya up or hype LaToya or keep, you know, giving LaToya ideas that she can be a mini her. So I want to see how she gonna handle this Mark stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, well, we already know there's still he's chasing behind her and she's gonna cry about that situation. But it would be nice to see these ladies support each other, you know, when it comes to their failed marriages or having the problems with their marriages. You know, Kenya Moore's having a failed marriage. You know, it seems like Sidora marriage is like all over the place, but on Instagram is good. So, and then when it comes to LaToya, her marriage is kind of like failed too. So it'll be nice to see them work together and discuss their relationship and not judge each other and see how they can help each other, which will help a lot of people too as well that are going through the same marital issues. So I think, you know, especially in the beginning, they should have bonded with the relationship, with their failed relationships, but it was just shade throwing and cracking on, you know, Sidora's hair when Kenya Moore was talking about her failed marriage, and then also with, you know, LaToya and her failed marriage and Sidora. I thought at that moment that they was going to connect on some type of level, but no, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that would be nice to see, but you know, Bravo ain't gonna show that sisterhood type vibe unless it's the Caucasian women. They would do it, but not for, you know, us, the black women, because they think they supposed to be ratchet and ghetto for ratings. So they show us more in the bad light than them, like the Wonder Breads and the saltine crackers.
Facts. Gemstone said would like to see more of Marlo. Yeah, Marlo should get a little bit more screen time. Some more of Marlo talk, and then her relationships, and Marlo could teach a lot of these girls on the show. And the older women on the show too as well, because she's been hustling and doing her thing and staying relevant, and she ain't never had no peach or no spinoff, and she's still, you know, popping in these streets.
Yeah. Now, I would like to see that, too. I want to see Marlo. I want to see her keep involving and playing in that, stepping into that mature role. Because, like I said, she did learn her lesson, I think, from all the drama. I think her being a caretaker and raising her nephews, I think, really helped her, humble her and calm her down a little bit. So, like you said, that this season could be a teaching moment, you know, for her to show these, like you said, show these ladies what it's about, what the game is about.
Amen. Thank you so much, Norris, Tony. I appreciate you, and Happy New Year's. And thank you so much. Any final words?
Yeah, same to you. And I'm gonna do a new video on Thursday. You know, because like the next section of the book that I'm reading is like a 15-minute version of the book, recapping, you know, all like chapters 1 through 7 that I done read. But I'm not gonna read that because I done already read them chapters, and I don't think people wanna, you know, hear that. Or that it's like pointing out the key points of each chapter, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go through that. I just rather, you know, go on to the next section, which is 36 pages. But I'm gonna break them down in sections, you know, like separate videos, like I was doing the chapters. So y'all won't have to get so much information thrown at you at once. And plus, I'm not gonna be doing all that reading at once, because I feel like how I'm doing my videos is better the way I've been doing them. Like, what do you think? You think I've been keeping them low and, you know, not going too long?
Well, text me and we'll talk about that on text.
Okay.
All right. So everybody don't know
all
your
right.
business, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Tony.
Yep, you too. You have a good night, and Happy New Year to you as well, and enjoy your week, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Oh, yes, we will talk, and Happy New Year's to you, too. So text me and we'll talk.
Yeah, because the next section is good information as well. But yeah, okay.
Sounds good, Tony. And Happy New Year's to your family, too. Your grandmother, your grandfather, and everybody. Tell them I said Happy New Year's.
Yeah, same to you and your family. And my birthday is 17 days from now.
17 days from now? Oh, shit. All right. Happy early birthday. Hopefully, I'll talk to you before your birthday. I'm pretty sure I will.
Yeah, you will.
Good night.
Yeah, good night to you, too.
Good night. Good night, everybody. Guys, thank you so much. I see you guys are going in the comment section. Peep Squad, Mother Mary. Oh, thank you so much, Dave. Thank you guys so much for coming through, giving your opinion. Oh, JC's birthday is on the 21st. Y'all, ooh, January's popping, huh? Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for chatting. I appreciate y'all. Happy New Year's, and may everything that you want and desire come true for you, and whatever goals, whatever life-changing decisions that you decide to do, that it works out for you. But also, don't forget to invest in Bitcoin and get some Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's safe money, and you know, people are making millions out here on that Bitcoin. So check out Bitcoin, check out Coinbase. XRP is not doing so well, but you know, it's eventually it will, but it's going through so much, and they're taking it off the exchange because it's not as safe and secure, but it's going to change. But start investing and putting your money somewhere. Start little, start low, because that Bitcoin is going to make people billionaires pretty soon. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Cassandra. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Tia, Kimmy Love, Norris, Tony. You know, we had Information Man. We had Chef Disaster. Check out their YouTube channel. Check out Ralph Esco channel too as well. Jim Stone, thank you for coming through. Dr. Grayson, thank you for coming through. Felicia Butler in the building. Thank you so much. Happy Days, thank you so much for coming through. It's always good to see y'all. For real. And listen and watch y'all, you know, in the comments go in. I'd be like, oh shit, and you guys be reminding me of stuff. Robinson, thank you so much. Dave Hart, thank you, aka Bay Boy, thank you. And who else? Virginia Island Finest, thank you so much. Yes, we need to see more of Marlo. She need a peach. Somebody said Marlo is the expert in escort. I was like, y'all are so bad. Y'all was talking shit. Tia, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for calling. Thank you, Felicia Butler, for calling. Norris Tony, thank you for calling. And Everybody that did call in, thank you so much for calling. And also, calling in after, I messed up the situation. Major, thank you so much for coming through. Robinson, Grace, Dr. Grayson, who else? We got Jim Stone, Dave Hart, Tia. We have Happy Days. And I think that's it. If I miss your name, I'm sorry. No disrespect at all. No disrespect at all. Point blank, period. It's just that sometimes I can see and sometimes I can't see all the names. But thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys have a blessed, wonderful Monday. We're going to come through. There's so much going on, guys. Just wait. I've been doing too much this New Year's. I was doing too much New Year's. But we here. We made it. We here in 2021. 2021, we made it. We are the eye of the tiger, baby. Thank you so much, LSW. Good night, Charles. Good night, Robinson. Trying to figure out who names that I missed, baby. Good night and blessings and love and prosperity to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the mother effing building, baby.